Hey, you're trying to come up with a weirdest cold open ever.
No, I'm just saying that Randall he's always losing his legs and
Are you
dying.
gonna make like a Lieutenant Dan opening for him?
We should turn him into that, and then or we'll have like a in memoriam every time he comes on.
I never got an in memoriam for my joints. I'm just saying.
That poor bastard. He's the head doc on fucking WebMD. Oh,
I feel like people should put bets on what's going on with Randall, with like point spreads. and then Randall.
Welcome to the grumpy old dudes, motherfuckers. This is how we roll. Just cold open and talking about diabetes and losing limbs. Because fuck it.
It's not diabetes. This shit's good, but all his friends think it is.
Randall would get a cut of the winnings.
Yeah. You're like, when is he going to lose his leg? Pick the month.
Yeah. Like the winner gets to keep the leg.
Oh my god.
Turn it into like the lamp from fucking Christmas Story.
God damn it. Alright, I gotta start with it.
So what up, Mikey?
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
We've all been talking some shit about you this whole
Good afternoon.
That's
Sorry.
Right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Why?
What's
What's
that fucking little bitch, Mikey?
Mikey. Am I the only one who watched Spirited with, with Van Wilder and Mugatu in it?
I haven't seen
probably.
it.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, somebody said it's really good.
I'm not a musical person, and it's awesome.
Yeah. So we got a lot of shit going on, kind of like Mikey finally ventured out of his basement and immediately got pneumonia.
I did. I'm feeling better though. My voice is a little shot, not terribly shot. It's okay.
John took a fucking spill right to his face today.
Oh no, right to my knuckles. My face.
He caught himself. He had to save the fucking moneymaker there.
Yeah,
knuckles.
The chicken wing fiasco of 2023.
I didn't go anywhere interesting though. I just went for a fucking walk, and it was.
And you ran into the one random person on your walk that did give you pneumonia? Or?
No, it was cold and damp and bacteria. I got bacterial stuff and sinus infection that I didn't do anything about. And,
hey, you know what place is not crawling with pneumonia?
Your mom. Oh, okay.
Swit's house. It's pretty safe.
Crawling with pneumonia.
Yeah, we have all these extra Neutrona ones over here to keep it away.
That's right.
Yeah, he's just gonna end up mailing that shit to me if you don't hurry up.
My chances of getting out there are pretty slim. So,
although if you do get out there, you could just drop that box and he'll mail all of it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we might be heading up to Erie next week.
Oh, hello, Steph.
Oh, you gotta basically drive past me.
Yeah, so I can be like, hey, meet me at this exit, and I'll just hand it through the window and shit.
Yeah, you don't actually have to be social with him. You can just.
I'm social with him. We were just talking about this today. I'm
you know?
social with him every day.
That's
I'm just
true.
not social with him in his house.
That's true. That's true. So Dave's pissed off at Wizards of the Coast. We'll get into that in a few.
Yeah.
Adam started his own trivia company, and I'm very fucking proud of it.
Yes, indeed.
Right. That's right.
And Swit's part of a sweeping announcement that John and I have as well.
Big things, fat things are afoot.
Yeah. Fat in the wiener.
Oh, speak for yourselves, fuckers.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's not fat in the wiener. Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, neither am I. Neither am I.
Dude, tiny cock.
Well, not tiny. It's like a pig's tail.
That's what you keep telling
and
people.
Also small.
Yeah, well.
I mean, here's
Can't argue with that.
One got a little fucking aggro when we took my kid to the strip club because he was running late, and by the time he got there, the stripper knew all about his Piggly Wiggly penis. She actually got on the phone with him and was like, "What's up, Piggly Wiggly? When are you gonna get here?"
And I think my response is, "Who the fuck are you?"
And he's like, "Great. So now you're just telling random strangers?" And I was like, "What do you mean now?"
What do you
I tell motherfuckers at the grocery store, I'm like, "Yo, my boy John's got a dick like a pig's tail."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness.
This is the thing he does.
It is. It's fun. It's great.
For you, yeah.
What makes it funny to me, though, is that people don't even fucking blink an eye. They just believe it. Just flat out.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just do that to appease.
Well, no, they believe it because they've seen your legs.
Ah. And obviously that plays a part in your penis, I guess. All right.
Well, they think it does. I mean, most people also think you're retarded. So,
not since the wheelchair. Not since the wheelchair.
Okay.
oh, okay. I got you. When you
transition
used to
from
walk all funny. Well, Dave, you remember, like, even when we had the job and the manager was like, "Oh, did you do that all by yourself?" And
I
he
was running the call center.
and they were like, "Oh, did you make that spreadsheet all by yourself?"
That was the owner's wife. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man?
I saw The Whale.
Yeah, how was it?
How is it?
It fucking destroyed me. It literally destroyed my day. How depressingly sad it was.
That's why I don't see movies.
Is that that's good? That's honestly, good though, right?
Yeah.
It's a wonderful movie. It's fantastically acted.
It's like it's almost ruined.
It's almost one what?
If you want your day ruined,
yes,
great.
yes.
I'm saying like it's so good that it can impact you on that level.
Yes. Like when the movie ended and Allison looked at me, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not okay."
I don't even know what it's about other than Brendan Fraser's fat.
I was bawling, like audibly bawling.
Jesus Christ,
Brendan. He's a teacher, right? He's
an English teacher, and
but they don't see his face because he's
incredibly overweight.
Yeah, he's dealing with some. I mean, without spoiling anything, he's dealing with some kind of. Well,
the story is he's dying, and he wants to do right by the people he knows.
Right.
Okay. I'll take a look. I've heard it's good, but all I knew was that.
I mean, it's a Darren Aronofsky movie, so there's some kind of terrible tragedy that put him in a horrible place, and it doesn't end happily. I mean, you know,
and it's got Max from Stranger Things in it.
Yeah, I can't watch Darren Aronofsky movies anymore. As beautiful as he makes things, it's just so. I don't want to feel that way anymore. Like I just don't. I don't want to feel that way. So
I think,
I don't.
Chris, we watched something new this weekend too, or you watched part of it, Violent Night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
complete
opposite of. It's hilarious.
I mean, like right at the beginning, dude. All the Santa shit before it even really gets going, where he's like gets shit faced and he's like puking or puking off the side of the sleigh over people.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Pretty good stuff.
I saw the new Puss in Boots with my kid yesterday.
I saw that as well with my kids.
People saying it's one of the best movies of the year.
It was great. I loved it. Yeah.
It was really, really, really good, and it sets up the next Shrek.
Yes.
Did you say next Shrek?
Yes.
I said that.
Next.
Okay.
Shrek. Yes.
You know, I was going through my Voodoo, and I was like, God damn, I own a lot of Shrek movies because they're like. It's like bright red background, bright green, bright blue. So you're like scrolling, and it's like, stop, look at me. And I was like, how many Shrek movies are there?
Yep.
Well, now you're gonna own one more.
You know, okay, I gotta take it back. I can watch with the Aronofsky thing. I really love The Fountain. I love The Fountain a whole lot.
That is
right.
That movie is the worst movie I've ever seen.
That's awful. That's awful to
yeah,
see.
it is awful.
I love it. I
love the juxtaposition.
It's naked Hugh Jackman being pretentious in a bubble.
Yeah.
Right. I dug it.
Hey, if I could aspire to be that, I would.
That's cool. I mean, people call it one of the best sci-fi movies that ever existed. So
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I aspire to be a Requiem for a Dream member.
I own that. I haven't watched it.
That was one of those movies where I watched it once and it was fabulous, and I will never watch it again, ever. And not fabulous. It wasn't even fabulous. It was like, okay, that was a really well done movie that made me cool.
It was fabulous. No, I mean it wasn't fabulous. It was
like I don't know how to describe those experiences.
Yeah, that's one of the list of good movies. Is a movie that you absolutely love but never would want to watch again.
Yeah,
because it affects you.
Yeah.
Like I would, if I was on Smack, I'd have my wife go ass to ass with Jennifer Connelly. I mean, I'd do that anyway.
Like, I don't think I can watch Midsommar again.
Yeah, I don't think you have to. You have to do heroin, Chris. That's just.
Yeah, I do that now.
Yeah.
There are things I don't even try out just because that whole I don't. And this is just because I'm a basic bitch, but I don't have A24 taste. I just don't. I don't get it. It doesn't do it for me.
Did you not see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I didn't yet. I didn't.
Oh,
and
man,
I really want.
I love that one.
You're missing
I
out.
haven't seen it
That one
either.
looks
I love
fun.
it.
That looks fun, and that's
That
what
was my pick for
Yeah.
best movie of 2022.
Yeah, that looks so fun, and
It
I
was
just haven't
great.
had a chance to. Sit
I
down
want to
and watch
address Stephanie's comment. I have seen John's penis many times. He used to change in the living room for some reason. Dave's even seen his little wiener.
it. Wow.
I'm not sure what comment you're referring to because I don't see.
Stephanie said people believe you've seen it about your penis.
I do like that we can address men's health on this show. That's very good. That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was always hoping one of us would check him for bumps.
Right?
What are you
With
gonna
our
do?
tongues.
I mean, I wasn't checking for lumps, but I was rooting around down there.
You were getting one whether you were checking for it or not. You know what I mean?
Check for lumps, save your bumps. That's what I say.
That's right. Mikey, why don't you stand up and demonstrate how to properly check for lumps?
Oh, okay.
You know, just give the guys a little demonstration on how to
Oh, well, all right.
do it. See, we're educational on the show.
So this is how you grab your balls. No,
You pay the hooker $20.
you do.
You go, all right, is there any lumps down there?
That's right.
Check with your tongue to make sure.
Yeah, see, Stephanie would like to see how you check for lumps.
Who? Oh, Stephanie. Hi,
For,
Stephanie.
for education.
Yeah,
That's right.
educational purposes
That's right.
only.
Well,
Actually, the guy who works at the school should check them.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, honestly, if you've ever bought a tomato, it's kind of the same process. You just kind of hold it for a second, and you just kind of squeeze around a little bit, and then you're like, this would make great sauce, and you buy it. Can we move on from the dick?
Speaking of sauce,
All right,
Hey!
so the thing that I wanted to throw out there and announce is it ties into the shirt that I kind of coincidentally wore.
That no one can see because you're too far back.
sorry,
Yeah, it's just a blue blur.
It's Optimus Prime transforming.
Yeah.
But, so John and myself are going to be there as media guests at TFCon Orlando,
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
and then Sweat here is going to be there doing panels on customization.
Is he?
Nice.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
fabulous. That's really great.
Yes.
So
This is
that's
actually going to be out in October, so you've got
Yeah,
time to plan your
October.
trips.
Yep. So plan
So-
your trips, Mikey and Dave.
That's cool.
Dave's coming all the way from Australia to get an autograph from me and John.
I've already made my plans.
I can't. I'm just curious. I just need to conventions. Certain people go to conventions that are specific, and when they're that specific, it's a certain kind of people.
Right.
So I just want that. I want to know what's that like? What is
We'll
it
take
like to
that.
be in a room with at least hundreds of middle-aged men?
So
October.
who are
It's
just-
October.
October.
I want to say it's like the 23rd or something. Here, I'll look it up.
It's like 20th to 22nd, I think.
Is it? All right. I know it was like around that time.
Yeah, because Steph's going on a cruise the first week, so I want to make sure it wasn't running into that. Let me see. TFCon.
It is.
Now, if they need more people for the panels, than just my ass sitting around, which is what they kind of wanted last year.
Yeah, it's 20th through 22nd. You were right.
Yeah. If they haven't reached out to me yet for it. I know they said they're going to do follow up.
Yeah.
My buddy Sam is coming in from England, and he's a big customizer too. So I could probably pull him in. And
throw him in with the same. You guys can discuss it together. if you want.
yeah, and Grim Lockamus is probably going to be there. He goes under Chrome Timerino because he was over in the last one. I think he drove from Wisconsin for the last one, so I don't know if he'll be there, but there's probably going to be a good chunk of customizers there.
Nice. Well, you can also see us sitting at a table with probably no lines, but that's okay.
yeah.
That's what it is when you're behind the scenes.
Yeah,
stuff with people.
not everyone really pays attention to what goes on behind the scenes. So
We're bringing that energy.
Steph says she'll be there.
Nice.
Sweet.
Hmm.
So Mikey, that means
doing a thing
you
with the
show-
Ghostbusters on Friday. Are going to Valentine's Day in Orlando.
Yeah, I saw that. Which is,
Valentine's
I
Day.
don't know what that's all about, but
I don't know.
That's fun.
I don't either. I
if
thought it
they're
was in
gonna have any
February.
Ghostbusters at a place called Valentine's Day, it should be fucking Patrick. That fucking jerk off. What's his last name again? Patrick.
Creel.
Not Warburton. What?
Creel.
Creel's going to be there?
Patrick Creel should be there. It's fucking a villain con. That old cocksucker.
Villain John.
It's like a party.
You're always shaking your head, Dave. What are you shaking your head about?
I have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
Not worth knowing.
Yeah.
He runs a local Ghostbusters group, but he also is a fucking piece of shit. And
He runs a Ghostbusters. It's by himself.
oh, is it empty now?
Oh yeah.
Did I tell you
he
I
had still some hangers on that believed his bullshit?
I don't think so.
did I tell you I found
Adam
a
stole some headphones or earbuds from him, so that was nice.
I found an old promo piece that they were handing out, I think at MegaCon or Tampa Bay Comic Con for like an after party where it's like him and a bunch of the other real Tampa Bay Ghostbusters, and Jason's in the background too, like Raleigh's back there. So
Nice.
it's old, but I found it sitting in with my comic stuff.
Hang on, I gotta be right back.
All right, but yeah. So literally, that guy is the one who like he abandoned fucking Adam in California when they went to San Diego.
Yeah, and
they were supposed to bring back his pack, and he told him he fucking left it on the side of the road because he threatened Ellery, who was with him at the time, for fucking I don't know what. It was insane. He said that Adam stole some earbuds that were supposed to be given away, which then Adam Petty bought some on Amazon and made sure to take a bunch of pictures wearing. like just to fuck with him.
Wow.
That sounds like some Chris Zaragoza shit right
It is really. It was awesome.
That's what that sounds like.
Drama for these Ghostbusters, you'd think they'd be jovial fellows.
I was hoping that all my Ghostbustery friends in this chat would throw together and get me a flight suit, but apparently not. I was not. I was too subtle. Too subtle.
Fuck you. You got what you got, and you like.
Oh no,
it.
John, you stepped it up. You did a good job. First print of the first appearance of Storm Shadow. That was a good one.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice. That was nice. And wait, is it? I forget the photo. Is it like can you actually take it out and read it, or is it one of those fucking?
Oh yeah, no, it's
cool.
fully, and it's in really fucking solid condition.
That's good. That's good.
So I was definitely pleased with it. And it's like confirmable, like easily confirmable, like first print, because it's got the Fogger thing on the back and shit.
Yeah. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It kind of helps that he told me exactly what he wanted.
Yeah. He was like, "You're hard to shop for," and I was like, "This is what I want, flat out." And he's like,
"Yeah,
he goes, "Let me just get on eBay right now and order it." So I don't
John, I really need the first and second issues of New Teen Titans from 1980. So why don't you get on that?
I just want some Mikey nudes.
Well, here's the thing. If you give me something that we can market and maybe get some OnlyFans action, I'll think about investing in a comic for you.
I know.
At the very least, we could sell them to my cousin.
That's true. That's also true.
Or we could just get them.
We know there's at least one customer.
I know Steph would buy.
She could also probably just send us some, knowing Mikey.
There's just
a dirty boy, and maybe even Swit. Hell, possibly Dave. You guys could all send some junk shots.
We could
via John.
I don't know if I'm going to though.
John would like to be the one to.
Let's be honest, Chris. Thanks to being your friend, either myself or Dave could be sent crank shots all day, and it wouldn't phase us.
Cranks.
Yeah, it's true. I did desensitize them to dick and ball shots.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah.
And the live show.
I know for a fact I've seen your ass more than I've seen mine.
That's a good. But actually, I wonder if that's. I bet you I've seen other people's butts more than I've ever seen my own butt. I think that's probably true.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Now I'm gonna just kind of look at my butt every day, just to try to stack the deck a little bit. What?
You're just gonna tally mark it, like
I am. I'm just gonna be like.
Seen a butt. To make up for it.
Seen a butt. Seen a butt. So what are you?
You seem to be in a better mood. That's
what do you
good.
mean?
Like you've been kind of Jersey angry for a little minute there.
People have been getting on my nerves.
You were sliding back to old Mikey, I think.
People get on my nerves.
And it was great for the show views. I'm just saying, people want to see you get mad.
No, man, no. I really did. I had a really good Christmas and a really nice New Year and stuff like that. It was really cool. But outside forces have been like. I almost went on like self-imposed social media, blockage.
Really, like people been pissing you off. I haven't seen anything going on social media with you that would make me think that.
No, it's not even. And
Just
that's
seeing
the
other
thing.
people bitching.
Well, that's the thing. It's not even me directly. It's just in general. It's just like people in general. It's like they're so
people-y,
negative.
Yeah, man. Like and but
plus work is just being work, kicking you in.
Yeah, work's just being work. Like it's like
like
everybody else.
Work.
Like I dig my boss is super cool and my job is fine and everything like that and but it's like one of those, like everybody else, if I could be doing something else I would be.
Right. Well, also when you're already kind of pissy about other things, like it's real easy to be like, fuck work.
Waking up at 7:30 in the morning every morning is like whatever, but I have cheekbones and I'm growing my Johnny Depp hair, so I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to where I'm going.
I could put you to work on the corner. It'd be pretty good.
I'd be like,
make decent money.
Like, hello. I don't,
I mean, shit, Dave left the country, so I got to find somebody for my stable of hoes.
I actually want to see if Mikey can get us into some red carpet Disney events. That's
right.
I really think he could. I think we could sell it, but I also think we need to start an IMDb page for him as put him in like 2 obscure background things, like Tom Hanks' brother, as a double for him, and say he's Josh Gad's brother.
Yeah, Mike Gad.
Mike Gad.
My back is in one movie. My back is in a movie called Innocent Blood, which was like a mobster vampire movie that was
that's good enough.
Yeah, in the beginning, like good in enough. One of the opening shots. And then I'm in the crowd scene in Dark Knight Rises at the football thing, but like everybody else.
Well, there you go. Hey,
you don't see you're not I'm not on camera anywhere, so
John Letterman.
What's that? Adam Bomb is back.
Like in The Punisher.
Whew.
Yeah.
I was in a crowd scene in Waterboy.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. You can do it.
When they shot the football games at UF.
Very cool. Is that I've actually never seen
IMDb. Adam has shit in IMDb that he does not recall even doing.
Yeah, I've produced documentaries I've never even made.
Wow.
Like they added him straight to it, and it's actually him. It's got his full info.
Did you get the money for producing these things?
No, I get money from shitty movies that I worked on.
Hey, I happen to enjoy, your movies.
What movie?
Jeepers Creepers 2.
Yeah, I happen to own Jeepers Creepers 2.
That's not terrible.
I got 15 cents from you.
Wait. Yeah. I didn't know that
I've watched it multiple times. You've gotten at least a McRib from me.
Yeah, but it doesn't count if you're watching a DVD you bought.
Which one is 2 the one with the school bus?
Yes.
Okay, and 3 I don't remember anything about 3. And I guess there's a new one too.
Yeah, Reborn.
Oh, anytime they're called Reborn, they suck.
By the way, Evil Dead Rise looks scary as shit.
I couldn't watch the trailer. I plugged it in and I was like, ooh, Evil Dead Rise. And I was on my phone and I was like, fuck this right now. I'm not in a headspace to watch this. No.
What's the... It's a sequel to the remake? Or not a remake?
I think it's just another chapter in the Evil Dead universe. But the
remake wasn't a remake, right? The remake was kind of a remake.
No, that was like Drawn to Hell or whatever it was.
Steph says it's coming out on our birthday. So
what is?
I guess the new
Evil Dead Rise. It comes out in April.
Yeah.
Is it birthday in April?
It's coming out on her birthday.
Yeah, it's it seems to lean more towards the remake feel.
It doesn't look fun. It looks like a horror movie.
I even looked it up to see if it was Fede Alvarez directing it, but
okay.
Yeah, I mean, the remake doesn't really have anything to do with the other ones until the Stinger, where Ash is there for no reason. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I remember. I don't know if I missed something.
I only saw no reason at all.
The remake was badass.
I mean, it was a cool horror movie. Yeah, it was. There's something that's missing when the the original team isn't really involved. There's a kind of vibe.
But
they are
just not on set. Yeah.
There's that kinetic sort of vibe but the TV show got it really well. The TV show was
great. Good old tongue in cheek and I got Ashy Slashy behind me.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, he was super creepy. Like he's a creeper. The character, like the Ash character, is a little bit like in a modern audience.
I feel like we would have gotten 1 or 2 more seasons if it wasn't on Stars of all of all channels. Like I was like,
I do
sorry,
that too. Whenever I click on it, I'm like stars.
Why is that? Is that what? Is that how? Is that
That's
like
Nemesis from
Resident Evil 3?
Yeah, 3.
Right?
I'm so disconnected to all this.
Yeah, that's my Resident Evil quote. The other one is what the mayor from Resident Evil 2 who's like, everyone's gonna die.
Actually, another reason why I'm in a much better mood too. Well, I'm not sick, and I've been playing this game that's like it's old, so everybody's like, yeah, okay, we know that, but it's a game called Moss, and you control this little mouse.
The mouse,
it's the most wonderful.
That was like the last VR game I played.
It's so
we have
beautiful.
it, but I haven't played it or anything.
Yeah,
it's so.
You guys with your fancy VR and
there's the second one's coming out this year.
Playing VR when
it's out. The second one's available for. I think it is for. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I'm stuck in one. I don't. Big bosses. I fucking hate. I can never do them. I always hate it. So I'm stuck. But up until that part, it's like the most. It's just adorable.
You're
it's
supposed
just
to
lovely.
practice your boss fighting at work.
It's.
You know what else is great on VR, and it's weird that it's so good that it shouldn't be, is Tetris Effect.
Really?
Yeah.
And Myst. I was thinking about Myst. I was thinking about doing Myst. I don't know.
I think I own every version of Myst on everything that's out.
Yeah, there's Myst on Oculus, but Tetris. I've never played Myst, but Tetris I'm gonna have to do that too.
Yeah. It just encapsulates you.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, controlling a little mouse and it's for the most part. I mean, there's still swords and fighting insects and stuff, but it's still very kind-hearted and very it's like beautiful, and the music is lovely, and it's precious. It's just absolutely precious. And
oh, hey, there's fireworks going off behind me. That's cool.
Hey, that's nice.
Apparently,
are you sure they're fireworks?
Last week,
isn't it every night in Florida? Isn't it that what Florida does?
I mean, honestly,
it sounds like fireworks every
county,
night.
so it could be gunshots.
It could be gunshots.
We don't really know.
The sound of the South rising again.
It is. It is. Slowly but surely, Oh my God! How's Australia?
Hot as fuck.
Oh, that's right. It's summer down there. That's right.
Sure,
Dave's balls are actually sticking to his legs even indoors. Although that's less about the heat and more about that he's carrying around a sack of potatoes.
That's right. He's got
more balls.
That guy's got some giant balls. Not so much penis, but it all went to the nuts.
Balls.
My God.
You gotta sacrifice some things in order for the.
Man, I talk about dick.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
I really do.
I like how you stretched out the word sack on sacrifice.
I'm the dick talkingest motherfucker in our group. That's for sure.
You are.
Yeah,
Swift's over there, I think, doing work.
I am. I told you I was.
I know. I think you're doing it now.
I have to do it now. Yeah.
I
mean, I can
put in your email that Chris says hello, but no explanation.
Well, make sure you link to the podcast, man. Let work.
Yeah. Welcome to Pitt, and I'll be like, make sure to check out the Nerd Network.
Yeah. Well, we haven't really talked about nerdy stuff though. So, okay. So we did get a couple. What other trailers exist? What other ones were out there?
Let's try to come say hi and see what's going on.
Oh, what's up?
Renfield. That looks great too.
That looks really fun.
I haven't watched the trailer, but I saw pictures and I'm still in.
It looks really fun. That's like the first movie with Nicolas Cage in it where I was like, you know what, I can handle him in this.
All right.
I
need a real show of hands. How many of us?
Roman's here.
Avatar.
Roman's here via YouTube, our one YouTube viewer.
Who's Roman?
Sex appeal.
Roman Rodriguez is a great name. That sounds like
it is.
He's either a wrestler or a porn star.
It sounds like
every day.
It sounds like a one-season Arrow villain.
Roman is so famous. He's in our crawl for Chris.
Is he?
That's right. He's at the end of the crawl.
So, how many of us have seen Avatar?
I have not yet.
Hold on, I'll ask. Hey, pause real quick, John.
Yes.
Jane is trying to convince me that she should eat chips because she already ate dinner at your house. Is that accurate?
She had I guess, semi-late lunch. I wouldn't exactly call it dinner.
Wait, throw the kid under the bus.
Like real food.
On live.
It was nuggets and fries, I think.
Yes, she had dinner. John, it's that easy. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, let her eat chips. Fuck it. Why not?
Says the guy recovers from diabetes.
Oh, I've been slacking with the betas too. This holiday season has been not lots of pie. Lots of pie.
Roman says thank you for all the positive press.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes.
So I do like that we're getting messages from both places now. That's fancy.
That is cool.
That's fancy.
I like.
Look at us like a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two? What are we at? 2 now?
We got
We got a
4.
whole bunch
We're
of
4,
people.
buddy. 4.
Oh yeah,
we just doubled our viewership.
Is Sean out there? Did we ask?
Sean did pop up, but he didn't say anything. He
Father
popped in
Christmas
with a space.
visit. Is he Father Christmas there in Ireland? Is that what?
Why is
Christmas
Nerd
still
Cloud
there? Is
sharing
that
the
in
TF
the UK?
Orlando announcement in the
real? That's right.
yes.
Pierre Noel, is that who that is there? Or Patio Christmas? I don't know.
Patio furniture.
Patio furniture. What are they? I guess they call him Santa Claus. I imagine it's Santa Claus. Like nobody
Saint
says
Nick
Father.
or whatever. Yeah.
Nobody says
Saint
Father
Nick
Christmas.
or
Right.
They say Happy Christmas there in the UK.
Happy Christmas, right? Which is good because nobody's really merry anymore. It just doesn't happen, you know. Like
You're usually Pippin if you're anything.
that's right. That's right. Yeah,
God
the Lord of the Rings.
Everyone.
Way to bring it back to nerdy there, Adam.
That's
Appreciate
right.
you.
That's good. That's good. We're literary here at.
That's the 2 years of improv. That's what gets you.
That's right. It's good. Yeah. Tell us about this trivia thing you have going.
Well,
Tell us.
It's every Thursday night at the Grindhouse Brew Lab here in Clearwater, Florida, which is a really cool brewery because it's all movie themed and it's all craft beers and they have like cool murals and stuff. Do they have what?
Then you have to like beers, though.
You do if you want to drink, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can drink water.
Chris, that hasn't stopped you from bringing in outside liquor?
They have this one beer though. It's really good. It's a pickle juice sour with hot jalapeno in it.
Ooh,
that's weird.
It's called Some Like It Hot.
That sounds good.
It sounds like you would soak pieces of kibasi in it, like sausage.
And they also have a jalapeno one with tomatillo.
No, that is way too fucking many.
So what's a sample trivia question? Give us like a sample. Can you think of one off the top of your head? Off the wiry top of your head.
What was the candy slogan? The juice is loose.
Was that Juicy Fruit?
No.
The juice is loose.
Was it Gusher?
Yellow. It's
nope. Gusher's not a candy. It's a fruit snack.
Yeah.
It's,
the juice is loose. I don't know. That's a good one. You're good at this. You're good at this. You stumped us.
It was Starburst.
Oh, was it really? Starburst.
Wow.
Wine gums.
Wine gums.
Wine. What?
Wine gum. Oh yeah. I've had those. I've had these wine flavored gummies from. I think they're from England or something.
They have a movie theater and it's terrible.
I think Roman popped in with Starburst. Right after you said
we did, but everything's delayed because of this.
All right, so Adam, are you going to be doing themed ones like you used to?
Probably. It's up to them.
Cool.
Really, it's up to them. I figured they just let you go wild.
Well, I mean, if they want to do a theme, then yeah, I'll do that. But because they do all the advertising for it and stuff, I just show up and ask the questions. And I get to be the fun guy.
Do you put the questions together, or do they provide
the mushroom?
Both. They provide me with like a bunch of them, and I have a bank still from my old days. So,
cool.
And then I put playlists together that kind of subtly hint at the answers, and when people pick that up, they're like, "Oh, that's fucking awesome!" So, I mean, we have a good time.
What is Tom Cruise's real name?
Are you going as yourself, or are you going to have like a persona?
Well, I have my on-air persona with I change when I get in front of a real microphone.
Yeah,
like the mask.
Welcome to trivia. Somebody stop me.
Yes. Oh,
Roman's been to one of my trivias years ago.
Okay, we always talk about
Was it this last one because he cheated on the Starburst question?
Apparently, there's something Sean wants us to watch here.
Put it on air.
What was it?
Well,
just like the fire tornado movie.
The fire. That was the whole movie. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder it took fucking 5 minutes to fucking go down to 25 megabytes.
So we Adam and I often have discussions about why I hate fun things, which isn't necessarily true. But now I found out something that hopefully will give you. You just mentioned something, and hopefully this kind of balances things out a little bit. I own an actually purchased DVD that I have watched more than once of Son of the Mask. So
yeah,
wow, that's even too dumb for
me.
And
I don't think it's horrible. That's
Jamie
the other
Kennedy.
thing.
Wow.
I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's horrible. Like I think
I heard that guy was kind of like a jackass in real life, though.
He was to me.
Yeah, I heard he is too.
Isn't he in like a bunch of the Tremors sequels?
He's in at least two of them. At least two of them.
He's the new Kevin Bacon.
That's kind of a bummer to find out, you know.
And those are like better than they have a right to be. Like
the one time I asked him about working with Wes Craven, he's like, "Yeah, it was cool. Have you seen my new Tremors movie?"
Yeah. He's always. That's the thing that I understand.
Although I've heard that most actors, their least favorite question is always, "What's it like to work with somebody else?"
But it was right when Wes Craven passed.
No, I know, but you know what I mean, though. Like, hey, yeah, great. What's it like to work with Tom Cruise? And like, oh, go fuck me, I guess.
Yeah. Tell us more about that show where you were in disguise and
were there
obviously
cool, pranks that Will Ferrell pulled on set? And you're like,
I mean, it wouldn't be different. I'd be like, what was it like? Working with Matthew Lillard or.
Well, see, I would love to just ask them about people who are way less famous than them, like people.
Lillard is like super nice. Like he's super nice. Like he's like just so friendly. Like he was at one of the Steel City cons. He was like so friendly. Just very nice. And like Zoe was impressed because he's Shaggy. He's still the voice of Shaggy, which is really fun. Because we watch Scooby-Doo and Guess Who because it's hilarious. Yeah, it's special guest stars like Lizzo and shit.
But not the Guess Who.
People about like obscure shit they did instead of focusing on like the obvious big stuff. In fact, Adam also likes to do that.
Well, Sean had some trivia here for us.
What do I like to do?
Paul McCartney's
ask people about their more obscure shit instead of like that.
I do, and
that
gets
me
in
really
trouble.
Want to promote.
It gets me in trouble.
I met John Rhys Davies and I brought my like box set of sliders.
Yeah,
everyone's like Indiana Jones, and I was like, "Can you sign this for my son?"
When I was at Emerald City and we had like the big Star Wars signing, Porkins was there, and I had him sign my Batman DVD
because he's in it for like 2 minutes. Yeah. Sean, to answer your question, if I remember correctly, Sean just asked what's Paul McCartney's middle name, and that's a trick question because
his real name.
His real name? Well,
yes.
His middle real name.
Oh, middle real name. I'm sorry.
His middle name is Paul. His first name is James. And his middle name is Paul.
Old Jimmy McCartney, as I like to call him.
Jimmy McCartney.
Old Jimmy P.
From what
yeah.
So the
J-Mac, because he likes to be called.
Yeah. No, they're.
You ever meet him? It's J-Mac.
I just found out about his Project Fireman.
What is that?
It's something he did in the 90s. It's all electronic music.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's more ambient than it is electronic.
It's electronic.
It's pretty good. And then it's called The Fireman. It came out in like 93.
Wow.
All I can think of is like the wedding ceremony from Bill and Ted's new movie when you mentioned that.
The Fireman?
No, the Fireman.
I don't remember the wedding scene in Bill and Ted's. I don't.
The new Bill and Ted's? You haven't seen Bill and Ted's Face the Music?
I have, but I don't remember that scene.
Yeah, they're playing like didgeridoos and shit.
It was the opening.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they wanted to try something new. Yeah.
I really liked the new movie.
It was great.
It was.
I just don't remember much about
that movie, but I really dug it, man. I also really liked that Ted was just always fucking hating himself.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this guy.
I showed Zoe's been reading the Evan Dorkin comics because they're fabulous.
The what?
Evan Dorkin did the Bill and Ted's Excellent comic book.
He did all the original comics.
It's great. He wrote them, drew them, did everything. I don't know if he colored them.
Yeah.
And then there was he did a prequel called Bill and Ted. I don't know. It's like right before it takes place before Bill and Ted Face the Music. I think it's like Bill and Ted are doomed. Is what.
It's the prequel book.
And then there was a couple of other things that he wasn't involved with Bill and Ted related, so I haven't really seen them yet.
Save the Universe was good.
Is it good?
Yeah. It has a lot to do with death.
They're fun. You know, the Bill and Ted thing is fun.
I just read all of the Elvira and Horrorland. That was really good.
Were they really? Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like, if you know like classic horror movies, you know, you're having fun with them.
Yeah,
that's cool. There's a lot of fun stuff now. Like I'm glad. But yes, you're right. You're right. I'm having a hard time with the resurgence of the '90s stuff. I really am. It's like I'm really.
It's like everything that you say. I hate this. I'm like,
I do though. Like it's like or
I hate Jim Lee. Oh,
I don't hate him as a person. Let's clarify that. I just don't.
Dave and I are gonna whip your ass for your birthday.
I don't dig his artwork. I just don't. It just doesn't do anything for me. I lean more towards like.
Oh man, that's Dave's mad face. Look at that.
That's okay,
dude. Jim Lee is a fucking art god. You take that back.
He's an incredibly nice guy, though.
That's like saying,
that's cool.
She's got a great personality.
It just wasn't my thing. It just wasn't my my vibe. Like he's very good at what he does. It's just not something that hits me. Same as like John Byrne, though.
Okay.
John Byrne's
you're just a big Romita Jr. fan.
Yeah, or like what's that? Michael Turner, also not like, but he was.
What the fuck?
I don't dig it, man.
Yeah, you just Michael Turner.
I wasn't into that whole.
You're like, I don't care if he's dead. Fuck that guy.
No, I liked his covers, but I did not like his.
I mean, I don't need
art.
to. If I want to look at the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, I would. I mean, I don't.
I liked his Justice League covers.
Yeah, I just don't. He's a little too like lanky.
J. Scott Campbell too, probably not your style.
But I feel really badly because every Pittsburgh Comic Con, that guy was so awesome.
Yeah, I met him a couple times.
I guarantee you that Mikey also.
And that you still talk shit about him on the podcast.
I'm not talking shit about him at all. I'm not talking shit
about him. He died from cancer.
Yeah. You can say, hey, his art is not my bag.
It's not my bag.
Like the Beatles aren't bad, but I don't own a Beatles album because I like them. But not enough to buy an album.
Right.
Well, when you buy an album, you can stream everything.
Just the fact that you're comparing those artists to the Beatles, I'll let it slide.
Well, like who? Yeah, like I mean, at the time I was also. It wasn't my vibe. I don't.
Well, you're a fucking hipster. I can. No,
I'm not a hip. I just like a certain kind of artwork.
You're like, I only like shit that nobody else knows about or likes.
No, that's not true. Everybody does.
Also, you like you too, so fuck you.
That's right.
And Son of the Mask.
So I'm not. I mean, I don't know if I like Son of the Mask. It's just
you watched it multiple times. You obviously.
I have.
So you also get the urge to punch yourself in the balls for 10 straight minutes?
I think I watched it to see if it's as horrible as people say.
You have not answered. Where did you land on J. Scott Campbell shit?
I did. No. I went through. I did go through a phase for that. I did. Like I was really into,
same here.
I was really into
still in the
Girl.
phase.
I was really into Danger Girl, and
it's not too dissimilar to the two guys. You're like, fuck them.
It is though.
Well, okay, more like
Jim Lee has more definition.
Yeah, Michael Turner is closer to it.
He's a little more like.
Okay, so I think Sean is on Mikey's side here.
That's right. We all know that. Yeah. But I mean, I also at one point I kind of got out of it. It's just. Like I don't
about Silvestri.
I've actually never really bought a Silvestri book at all that I can think of. Like all I remember that he did was like Dark Claw and fuck that. But like
that one team from Marvel, what are they called? X-Men.
Did he do an X-Men? I didn't know that.
And Wolverine.
I don't want to have to tell you.
When did he do it? I wasn't following.
Before he left.
Right there, you go.
Actually, after he left too.
Yeah, he came back. Yeah.
What era was this? I guess
it was the relaunch era.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Yeah. So, like, I mean, just like everybody else, I bought the Jim Lee X-Men books and stuff like that for a while.
I mean, Batman.
I bought those figures too.
John wants to know: do we think YouTube was the most spammed music ever?
Well, I don't know. If it depends. It depends. If you want to have a tantrum about getting free stuff, then yeah, But like,
all right. So, Mikey, let me ask you this: you're walking. You go on your walks every night, right?
Well, I'm supposed to, but I haven't.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when you go on your walks, if I were to jump out of the bushes and just jam you in the ass a bunch of times, would you complain about getting some free sex?
I mean, it depends. It depends. I don't know. I've never.
It depends on who's good.
Depends on how good it is. Yeah, it depends on how good it is. Like,
oh god damn it, Mike, you're just fucking whining about getting some free dick.
Yeah, like if it's good, then all right, man, thanks. It wasn't,
so what that means.
I'd say the same thing that other people should say. Hey,
beforehand.
It's not my thing, but hey, it was free, so I'm not going to argue it. So, it's not what I'm into, but
yours can't be choosers, huh, Mikey?
It's not what I enjoy. I mean, fuck it, it was all right, I guess. Like,
yeah. I just So the I know the Jim Lee thing comes as a shock. Like, I've never read Hush. I don't have any desire to.
It's
good.
I don't.
Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. I just saw Dave make a face. I've never seen him make that face before.
Like, friends of mine that I've known for years who are huge Batman people say that Hush is what you give someone who isn't familiar with Batman because it's a wonderful introduction to the character. But if you're familiar with it, it's just another story, just like everything else. It's not groundbreaking. It's a setup of Red Hood. Hush is a greatest hit story. It's a greatest hit story. And
it's like those episodes of fucking sitcoms where they just remember a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's just not my, whereas
it's a filler episode for you, Mikey.
I mean, there are some decent parts to it. I mean, it's a good story.
It's a little
I mean, it's not a bad story. There's a reason that people enjoy it, but it's also a remedial sort of introductory Batman story. Like, it's a really good. To say,
I didn't like the Jim Lee Superman stuff.
I didn't read the Jim Lee
stuff. Like,
he's not a draw for me.
That was more the writing than the art. Though.
Yeah. But everyone went crazy, like, oh, Jim Lee's finally doing Superman. And like, cool, I'm going to read this. And I don't like it.
And it was like, I mean, I think that happens too. I don't think everything that everybody does, if you're a fan of their stuff, not necessarily everything is going to be a winner. Not everything is going to land with you. Alan Moore has a ton of stuff that I just really don't like.
Well, I mean, like, honestly, like, fucking Dark Knight Returns, I have to read it in spite of the fucking art. Like,
what is Dark Knight Returns?
Like,
I love Dark Knight Returns. I love the art in that. I love it.
I couldn't. I hate that shit. But that makes a lot of sense.
There's that face again. Holy shit! That makes
a lot of sense on account of the shit you just said. You don't.
He doesn't like Dark Knight Returns.
I like Dark Knight Returns, but not the art. Yeah.
Oh, I love Dark Knight Returns. I don't like Dark Knight Strikes Again.
Dude, Mikey, you're breaking records, man. Dave has made that face more tonight than he has the last 5 episodes.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's also personal taste. I'm also older than you guys. I was also in a different place in 1986 than you guys.
It was a different era. We were calling the Negroes.
I mean, like, a couple of years makes a difference. It makes a difference to you. Like,
God damn it.
Where's the crawl?
Like, if you were in high school in 1991, you were allowed to
ignore the stories by the Jews. It was a different time.
No, honestly, if you were in high school in 1991. Then the Image books are probably like groundbreakingly awesome in importance to you. I was in college. Man, I was already reading Swamp Thing and Hellblazer.
So what you're saying is
even better. I was in middle school.
When that happened,
yeah. I mean, of course they're going to grab you because they are literally everything that like they're 16-year-old revenge fantasy comics. That's what they are.
16-year-olds.
And I still read Spawn to this day.
Like,
all right, Chris, I've already got the crawl up, man. I don't have to add a second one.
Yet I've never picked up one issue of Savage Dragon.
Oh,
right, and that's another one. People who dig Savage Dragon Savage Dragon.
So I went through a 6-month period where I tried to catch up on Savage Dragon, and I mean from start to finish. Yeah, and I tried to stick with it, like really, really tried. I fucking couldn't, man.
I mean, some things don't land.
Good for Eric, though, man.
No, I mean, props for doing that book consecutively for as long as he has. And he's in charge and he makes the decisions and it's his book. That's awesome, and not being a dick about it, That's the other thing too. I might even want to give something like Spawn a chance somewhere along the line if McFarlane wasn't such a dick. But I don't want to. I don't.
But he's just a New Jersey dick, is all.
He's just and he's a cheerleader for his own work, and he's basically doing the same thing that Stan Lee did, but with a little less panache.
I mean,
but he pays the people that he works
on
for.
Social media. He's kind of a jackass too. He really is.
I mean, there's something to be said about that kind of stuff too, and it's just not something that I read the first 4 or 5 issues of all of those things when they came out because it was huge. Like the release of when they moved and when they started Image, not only were they were hot when they were with the companies that were primarily Marvel, they were hot shit there. And then they moved on to Image and they were like explosive and you couldn't get away from it. It was everywhere. What's that? Yeah, but yeah, Youngblood and Wildcats and all that shit.
Hey,
It just
don't
didn't.
you put Youngblood and Wildcats in the same sentence?
No, Wildcats was way better than
quality.
Youngblood was. Yeah, but they were things that didn't. But what I did like was, and maybe it is pretentious, but I did like.
Chris, check the
wave,
the comments for Sean. He left some in the PMs again.
Oh, second wave, like Shaman's Tears, I liked, and like the Max, I really enjoyed, and like Image now is.
And this is what he wants to know.
An incredible company.
It's phenomenal.
They're producing like some of the like most incredible, because they got away from that sort of like we're rock stars and this is the shit. Image is like when Kiss did the individual solo albums. That's what Image is like. It's like, they're okay, but not as good as they. For me, it just didn't jive. And I tried. I read the Spawn. I read the first 18 issues of Spawn.
Daddy.
Daddy at work. And it just didn't. It never. Yes. I like the Cerebus issue. That was cool. That was interesting.
No, you can drink that.
Man, I remember going through the Cerebus phone books like mad.
Yeah, I went through a phase. I almost have every issue of Cerebus, and I went through a phase that I wanted to, but then I kept reading more and more about what an asshole he is.
Yeah,
and I just can't do it anymore. I like it just.
My Cerebus phase was like, oh. Well, I've got to read the intellectual comics.
Mm-hmm. They're really good up to a certain point. Like they really are. Like,
they are.
Up until he starts like injecting his misogyny into the storylines, and then it's like, okay.
I'm excited for this new Bone coming out.
Yeah,
I bet you are.
I bet you are.
But
I'm a big fan of the Bone.
I did enjoy the Bone. Is a lot of fun.
Have you ever seen his comic about them making
this way too easy?
Have you seen the comic about that Jeff did about Bone, like about them making a cartoon movie about Bone?
Oh no!
Oh, it's hilarious because it's never gonna happen. He's been back and forth like with Netflix.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Right? It was.
I know because
Nickelodeon they were gonna do it.
Like we get Cuphead, but we don't get Bone.
There was a Cuphead cartoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like 2 seasons.
Yeah. 2 seasons.
I want to play Cuphead
on Netflix.
Yeah.
I did see one thing that I thought was actually really funny, and that was that Warner Brothers is actually thinking of sticking with Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they got rid of Cavill, but they're going to stick with Ezra Miller. That's
okay.
Well,
I got you, Sean. That was good.
So,
they're keeping Ezra Miller and Amber Heard.
I was just gonna. I think we should share Sean's post so that we can.
He has shown up. He has shown up in like the CW Flash. So
Yeah, he did.
And he's got a new suit.
It's cool.
Sean,
I like it. I like
Sean
it.
has brought us a moral question here. Okay.
What's the moral?
It isn't a question so much.
I'm sorry, more of a situation. So he says, Dad shaves daughter's hair for bullying a girl with cancer. And one of the commenters on the post is, thank God she didn't make fun of a pregnant girl. So is that right or wrong? On both sides. Would you shave your child's head for making fun of a kid with cancer?
Yeah.
And B, is the comment appropriate? Mikey, I know you're all woke and whatnot, so I really want your review on this.
It's not that hard, John. It's really not.
You
can be too if you wanted to. I mean, would I shave my kid's head if my kid was like old enough to know better and being an absolute asshole about somebody who's bald because of chemotherapy? I would shave the hell out of their heads. Yes, I would.
And what about teen pregnancy?
Come on. Come on. Don't be idiots. Don't be idiots. Come on. Seriously. Don't be idiots. Of course not. Of course not. It's not even fun. It's not even fun. It's not. Like that's come on. Anyway, moving
Mikey's
on.
about to leave. He's like, I'm done with you, fucking idiots.
Yeah, well, because that's a little much, you know.
Yeah, he only has a thing for underage people on the internet.
God damn it!
I'm sorry, not underage, teenagers.
Oh my God!
I took the thing down 10 seconds ago. What the fuck?
She's got to be 20 by now.
Just leave it up. I don't know. I don't even pay attention anymore.
Age is just a number to Mikey.
That's right. No, it's not. No.
As is the amount of times he beat it to them. Just a number. Unimportant. He's like, why do I even fucking come on this?
I mean, you know, it gets a little bit.
His wife didn't watch the podcast.
I'm going to be honest with you. It gets a little much. Like it gets a little much. Like I know that's the vibe sometimes. With that kind of shit, that's a little bit. You know, like not to sound like dad or anything like that, but like, you know, it's. But anyway, moving on from that nonsense. We can move on to something.
I mean, I'm making the jokes while my fucking daughter's hanging out.
Well, I know it's a little bit of a, you know, it's a, you know, you do you, man. The Zaragoza Pirates are a different brand. They're different.
They truly are.
They are different brands. And like
you got to desensitize them young to pedophilia, otherwise they're no fun when they're a little bit older.
Oh my god!
See, I got to catch up with the faces of Dave, otherwise it's no fun.
Oh my god!
I used to have that video, Faces of Dave.
Faces of Dave.
There's like I heard it was fake.
Is that enough? Like, which section is that in?
Like, you get to see his vinegar strokes.
It's
Nerd-O-Rama After Dark.
Foreign films.
I tell you what, I remember when I was a kid, our local video store, because, you know, VHS and mom and pop video stores were still a thing before Blockbuster. And they had, like, Faces of Death. And we'd, like, wait to get it. And I'm looking back going, like, mom and pop fucking video stores picked up Faces of Death. Yeah. Were they like, Jimmy, this would look great to get for the kids. I bet we read the shit out of this.
My favorite
that
description
was the only
of
place to get them too.
My favorite description of Faces of Death was Chris Jericho in In Search of Darkness 2. He was talking about it like, if this was real, who's holding the camera and why aren't these people in jail?
Right. Yeah. That's
like we're in a secret Satanist, you know, cannibalism. Like, well, then you're not recording it.
That's like those TikTok videos of like somebody who's like hiding behind something to surprise somebody who's coming to the door, and like they look back at the cameraman and they're like, shh. So the person coming to the door doesn't see the guy with the camera.
Right.
Like,
well, I mean, come on, that's like fucking Pimp My Ride shit. They're shooting from inside the house.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
it's exactly what the fuck did they think the camera was with?
There is a fantastic.
Your door.
Well, Swick can tell you all about that. He was on Comic Book Man. He could tell you how, like. Just
oh my god, I was on Bert the Conqueror and Comic Book Man both.
I don't know what Bert the Conqueror is.
Bert the Conqueror used to do like roller coasters and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I was on that as well, and they have both completely ruined me on anything that's like reality-based TV.
Yeah.
Well, Mike Reed's big claim to fame was also reality TV, and it was all bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, like Bert the Conqueror.
Stan Lee, it's bullshit.
Yeah, Bert the Conqueror would be like, we're going to put you on Dueling Dragons at like 5:30 in the morning in the winter in Florida, which is still a winter in Florida, but it's still fucking like 40 degrees out. And they're like, you can't wear coats and jackets and gloves because we want you to seem like, because this is going to air in like the spring and summer. So you're sitting there like, and you ride it like 8 times in a row to get reaction shots. And you're like frozen by the time you're done, like riding it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Really? Yeah.
I am in that. I'm in the background of one of the shots. If you pause it just at the right time, you can see me.
That should go on your IMDb.
Yeah, that's a walk-on roll if I ever saw one.
Comic Book Man is. I'm pissed off about that, but you know, it was an experience.
Did you? I can't remember. Did you you actually sell them something?
So Comic Book Men, the way they work is they have 2 hooks. You're either, you're trying to find something, or you're trying to sell something.
Right. Correct. Right.
And I feel stupid about this now. I happen to have all the first appearances of X-23 Wolverine.
Yeah.
And mind you, this is like 2012, so it wasn't a big deal at the time.
I mean,
but I had
all the first appearances because like you can only first appear once.
I had the entire NYX series that came out that had her first appearance in it.
I know.
Yeah.
So
the choice of words there, I think, split as
well. So they were doing specific like spotlights and anniversaries, and Hellboy was one of them. So I was looking for Dime Press number 4, which, if anybody who knows Hellboy, it's one of what I call the unholy trinity, because there's 3 first appearances of Hellboy. There's John Byrne's X-Men 21. There's
as well, please.
San Diego Comic-Con #2 from 1992 or 3. And then
I wouldn't make paninis out of puppies. That's not a good look.
No.
I want a puppy panini. Anyway, go ahead, Swit.
And then there's the Dime Press #4 is an Italian magazine where frickin' Mignola was like at some meeting and scribbled Hellboy on like a napkin and shit. And they just took the line art and threw it in the cover. Like he did a piece with somebody else, a collaboration piece with an Italian artist called for his character Nathan Never, and they threw it on the cover. So it's the first. It's one of the, and it predates San Diego Comic-Con and John Byrne's X-Men. So it's a prototype version because the color's wrong, but it's one of the first appearances of Hellboy. So, anyways, they managed to get me a warehouse edition of that, which I don't know if you guys know what warehouse editions are.
Nope.
They come from the warehouse, and human fingers have never touched paper or opened them.
Gotcha.
So I sat there and I basically did the back and forth with them. Like, part of it's real because they like didn't want to let it go for a certain amount of money, and I was like, I'll pay you like $50 plus trading all these in.
Right.
So, so part of that's real, but most of it's really fake. Like, you have to like have the issue in your hand, because if you look at these shows, the way the shots are put together, like, you're not going to have a cameraman over here in one shot and then a cameraman over here in the other shot, but you don't see a cameraman in either shots. They're taking zoom in shots of your hand and reaction shots.
Yeah.
I wish I had the footage because my aunt passed away and she's sitting there in the background fucking like looking through comics for like 4 hours. So, but you know what? It was a good experience. I got to meet Mike Zapsik. I got to meet Ming. Brian Johnson called me Lord of the Rings because of all the rings I wear usually. So I got to meet Walt. I got to go to Quick Stop, and I just like went and hung out at my aunt's in Philly. My aunt and uncle, I went to Philly, and then they drove me up. So I have my auditions on my YouTube channel actually for that, still like floating around over there because they make you do like 3 rounds of fucking auditions.
It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest, if you're coming in to sell some shit.
My internet crapped out, so I'm on my phone. So if I'm spotty, that's
yeah. I figured it looks like you're on your phone, so I figured that was going to happen.
Long story, they cut my footage because some dude came in to sell the Samaritan Sideshow Productions gun, and then not actually sell it, which I fucking have that gun, and I could have done the same goddamn thing. So a little bit salty about that.
So I
hate that shit.
Well, knew rather the Pawn Stars guys because I used to sell pawn shop software.
Best I could do is $10.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's total all bullshit. Like,
oh yeah,
that and those dudes were dicks anyway, and always wanting like software and shit for free. Oh, we'll show it on our fucking but you don't show the software. You just have a little sign. That's what they wanted. Have a little sign that's powered by Pawnmaster, which, by the way, is a shitty company as well. But no, like everything they.
I don't know. I wouldn't say you're salty about that, Chris. Not at all.
Well, they had me followed to doctors' offices by a private.
Well, dude, they cost me $30,000, so you know.
So anyway, fucking, they pre-negotiate everything. Like, it's all done before they fucking shoot a single second.
Well, yeah, it's like, let's call our specialist in. It's like, that guy's available.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, also, literally, the whole price thing, everything is so. All the back and forth is total fucking bullshit. Like, they already know what they've sold it for, you know.
So like I always envision like the guy that history guy who wears like the Amish hat. Picture him like sitting in his living room like Bruce Wayne in Batman Returns, just waiting. You know, and like the Pawn Stars logo shines on the wall behind him, and he stands up. You know, it's like time to tell them if this musket is real. You know, like all that shit. Yeah, man. Like I wish there was a real like the closest thing to reality TV is the show Alone on History Channel, and it's like, you know, here's you, and we're giving you a bunch of camera equipment and stuff, and you're in the woods, and try not to die. If you get any kind of disease, call us, and we'll get you back. Like that's
just Survivor Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Survivor Man. Yeah. That was Science Channel for like 4 seasons.
Yeah,
Les Stroud is awesome.
It's pronounced Survivorman. Okay.
It's John Survivorman.
John Survivorman.
There's no hyphen.
It's pronounced Futterman.
Carl. Hi, I'm Carl Survivorman. Oh man. But yeah, man. So I'm sorry about the Jim Lee thing, Dave. I hate upsetting you because you're like you're precious to me, young man. Precious. I'm sorry. What could balance it out? What could I love? Tell me what
you
what
don't
I can
understand. my absolute love for X-Men. You just don't get it, man.
I do.
Get it.
It borders on sickness. I think
it does. Yes, it does.
And Cyclops.
Like you like Cyclops, so you must know something about it. So that you must feel something on a deeper level than any of us do.
So are you not playing Marvel Snap, Dave?
I absolutely play Marvel Snap.
Good.
I don't know what that is.
I totally rocked the Cosmic thing, but I didn't even sign up for the Kazar shit.
I don't know what that is.
Kazar.
It's a collectible. It's a digital collectible card game.
Card game, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's easy to play and it's super fast.
Mikey, you'd actually like it. You do have a telephone that's not rotary, correct?
I do. Yeah, I do. I don't know where it is. It's a flip phone. Does that matter? No. I have
Does
one
it
of
have
those,
to have a QWERTY
I have
keyboard?
one of those Wall Street cell phones. You know, the big. It's huge.
The Zach Morris Saved by the Bell
yeah,
phone?
yeah. Does
Marvel
that
Snap, is that like Snake?
I have a this thing. I have a Motorola blah blah blah. It is a Motorola though, so it's still a gold.
You should be able to find the game, and you'd actually like it. I really do suggest it.
It's honestly, it's a blast.
I've seen the art from it. It looks a lot of fun. That's really pleasant and stuff.
That's the other thing.
It's not Jim Lee.
And Mikey ought to be excited that there's 1602 variants now.
Yeah,
you know what?
Variants in that is great.
There you go. There's an example. That is a Neil Gaiman book that I just didn't. It did nothing for me.
I know.
Did nothing for me.
I know.
You're like, I know. That's why I brought it out.
The concept was cool. The concept was super cool. The sort of tweaks on the characters was really cool. I really like Daredevil actually, or like the Murdoch guy. But on a whole, it just didn't. It didn't. And Eternals too. I got to read that again. But Eternals.
I hated Eternals.
Yeah, it didn't.
I don't even like current Eternals right now.
No,
I don't think anybody actually likes the Eternals, but I
didn't like the new Eternals stuff.
They're trying. They're like, our movie is legitimate. You like the Eternals?
I tried to read the first issue of AXE, and I just couldn't even get near it.
So, yeah. I like Gillen. I like Gillen a lot. And, the current Eternals, the way that he did it, especially the background character for, I guess, the computer, was just great.
We did talk about not seeing
like the Earth? The Earth stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Earth dialogue. I was digging the Earth dialogue when it's like, I'm the Earth. Yeah, the end of that made me sad. But
Sean, I don't think any of us have seen Avatar.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Kieran Gillen's Vader book was so good.
Aside from Eternals, he hasn't done anything bad.
His X-Men book currently is probably the best it's been since Hickman.
Really? Wow, that's big because you love Hickman. Like, you want to give Hickman a hug. Like, you love him.
Maybe even a mouth hug, yeah. God damn it.
Get
out of my head. It's a dangerous place.
The Eternal stuff, like, I've been on a Kirby kick lately. Like, it finally hit. And I got to get the Eternals.
They confirmed Thanos is an Eternal. And they had Icarus versus Thanos.
Isn't a turtle?
Yeah.
He is an Eternal. And they had Icarus what?
Thanos is a turtle.
He's not
a turtle.
Thanos isn't a turtle.
I thought he was a Skrull because he had that whole thing.
The Skrull section.
Yeah, the nut section.
So, real quick, I just want to jump at Mikey. You may have not seen it because it was 41 minutes ago, but Randall did the thing you love. He posted a thing that says dinner time. Finally gonna watch some new Bad Batch episodes, and he's got like 8 pieces of pizza on a plate.
I love that. I mean, I don't want him to be unhealthy, but I love that. I don't know if he's. I don't even think like Randall's like a kind person. I don't even think he's like either he's secretly an absolute sociopath, or like he's just being honest and people lose their shit. Like there's a part of me that wants him to be this mad genius who knows that he's making his friends list like completely melt down. Like he knows what he's doing. Like, you know, he's like, I have diabetes. I have diabetes. That sucks. Anyway, here's a glass of maple syrup.
You know, he literally has to, because he never posts anything good that he eats.
Right. Like
it's always this. And then when people are like, fuck you, you can't eat that. He's like, I ate a yogurt today.
Yeah, he's like, look, I ate a yogurt, all right? Shut up. Here's half a pizza. You know, like
I've earned it.
I deserve these 40 McRibs.
I deserve it. Hey,
I walked from my couch to the kitchen to the microwave. I've earned a pizza. Okay.
He's like, it was 40 McNuggets for $10. What was I supposed to do?
Not eat them all in one sitting would have been great.
Am I just supposed to say no to that? But like he's such a good dude that I don't think he's actually big. But there's part of me that really wants him to be a mastermind. Like I want him to be like.
I don't even think that he's got a sore on his leg. I think he's just telling.
It's all bullshit. He's just making this big story up. And I think actually I do want him to be healthy and stuff because I like him. But like the way
I love that you have to justify that every time you make a statement.
Because it's important to have disclaimers every so often because you never know when somebody's coming into the podcast. That's how.
Once we get past Avatar, I'll like him again.
Yeah, once we Avatar, unfortunately, like I don't.
Making money does not make it a good movie.
It doesn't. But like,
in fact, Puss in Boots has gotten better reviews than Avatar.
I did really enjoy Puss in Boots because we took the kids to see it. It was good.
Yeah, I understand.
Puss in Boots, Puss in My Face. I like it anywhere.
Sure. Yeah. It could be in boots. It could take the boots off if it wants to.
It travels.
You want a better movie than Avatar? See the menu.
Oh, I love the menu.
Heard that's wonderful. Yeah.
That's on my top list last year too.
Anything James Gunn's putting out for DC better than Avatar?
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
He just had a stroke.
I don't see I don't know how to feel about that yet. Like it's kind of a bummer because I think just wait and see. Really, is all you can do. But I liked Cavill as Superman a whole lot. I think
so. This is the post that everyone's talking about. Yes.
I don't know. I've never seen any. I've never seen.
Why do I do that? Yeah.
James Gunn himself has never put out a movie that's made me say, okay, that guy's right.
That is it.
That's the post.
Oh my God, that's better than I thought.
It's dangerous because now he has that Little Caesars next to him.
It's all the food groups.
He's got a Little Caesars next to him?
Yeah.
Well, next to his shop.
Next to the shop. Yeah.
I have to figure out.
That doesn't look like Little Caesar.
Yeah, that's their thin crust. It's amazing.
Is it?
It's really good. Yeah.
I didn't know they had thin crust.
Yeah. I have one not 2 minutes away from me, and that's dangerous.
Yeah.
See, they don't have them around here anymore.
I don't know if you guys have it in Florida, but Little Caesars up in Michigan, they used to use the Detroit style. My God, it was good.
Well, what I like about Little Caesars is they're like, here, this is garbage, and it's only going to cost you $5. So enjoy. Like,
that's how it
gouge. Look at Sean being topical.
He's just spitting things out. Andrew Tate,
he's like, did someone say pizza?
Hey, talk about Andrew Tate.
On the Randall thing, real quick. The thing I can't get him to fucking accept and understand is if DC wanted to continue with Snyder's vision, they would just hire Snyder.
Yeah, they would do it. Yeah,
I would not be like, hey, let's hire fucking Adam to host a thing just like Dave.
Do people just not realize that the whole Snyder cut thing was to get people into HBO Max to subscribe, and it was good or bad on the movie aside, it was a marketing ploy that people fell for.
Spoiler
to get people to.
Ploys.
Oh, they are, but that one was that one was
so much.
It was such a very obvious marketing, and they're all it did was basically it gave everybody a taste of we got what we complained enough, we get what we want. And it's no, they saw enough of you guys were we're gonna buy this, and if you put it out. we're not giving you what you want. We're giving you.
They may have actually said, okay, let's see if there's something there. They may have, they do director's cuts of movies all the time. Like it's.
They do. They don't make a big deal about it and make you.
I don't know if Morbius counts there, Sean. I don't know.
See,
Morbid time.
He's just spitting stuff out. Morbius. Andrew Tate and Morbius. Andrew Tate versus
that
Morbius.
Was the worst kind of marketing, the Morbius stuff, where they were like, "Oh, people are fucking making memes.
People are memeing it.
That means they love it. We should release it."
And they put it back in theaters. That was fantastic though, because we're still talking about it later.
Morbius was like Morbius.
Yeah, but not in a good way. We're not giving them money talking about it.
I couldn't finish it, man. I got about halfway through and I just gave up.
Yeah, but
Morbius is worse than a bad movie. Morbius is just bland. Morbius is just like
and it was a slow movie month when they re-released it, and it's not like they're hauling like, oh god, we got to mail out these film reels and we got to hook it up. It's digital. They just hit a button like I do and download any other movie.
Yeah,
they're just like, so it's like it's very low overhead. And I'm sure they didn't charge any of the theaters much to be like, you got empty screens? You want to put Morbius on again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like it's the whole industry seems so. I'm not like Adam. I'm not like in it and following things, but like it just seems weird now. Like it seems really fucking weird.
Dude, all the people in charge of marketing and shit like that is so out of touch. It's sort of like watching
it's hard
all
now because
Facebook ads where they're completely misusing memes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Adam, I have a question for you.
Okay.
There was a movie that came out last year, Smile. Have you seen that?
Yes, I saw Smile.
What did you think?
It was okay.
Not a big fan?
No, it wasn't what it advertised, and they had a really good marketing campaign, especially with the baseball games and everything. Mm-hmm. But it was less about the smile demon thing and more about this woman's mental health, and it just kind of petered out to me, and the ending was not worth it. And I mean, people love it. That's cool.
Peter.
It got really good reviews.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah,
but I would recommend seeing Barbarian before seeing Smile.
Why is it called Barbarian? Okay,
did you see it?
No. Don't ruin it because I want to watch it.
What? One of the explanations, which doesn't spoil anything, is the house is on Barbary Street.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Have you seen The Vigil?
Yes.
Is it good?
I don't remember.
I love
take that as you will.
More or less one-word reviews on Adam. Yeah. Like, have you seen this? I did. What'd you think?
Yeah, okay,
it was all right.
The best review for something that I ever saw before was in some kind of British music magazine, and it was for a new Limp Bizkit album, and the review was Limp Bizkit has a new album out. That was the entire review.
And I listened to that album, and that's what it was. It was just a Limp Bizkit album.
You know what I want? I want reviews from Adam, like under 6 months later with Adam, and it's just like you watch movies, you don't do a review. 6 months later, it's like,
good night. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for contributing. Thanks for making us feel wanted and needed and loved. I appreciate that.
My favorite review is still for The Eternals. Strangely enough, it was James Rolfe of Angry Video Game Nerd, but he said The Eternals was basically they made it a superhero movie and everyone was Cyclops.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave's forehead's getting all bright red. Like he's like, that's what happens with this ginger.
That's the X-Men movie we're getting.
It starts to glow.
That's it.
Starts to glow. The I gotta admit I read X-Men in the 90s briefly. I read Excalibur like from the beginning until Alan Davis left. So like 60.
I think you're getting subliminal message here, Mikey.
I am? What? Oh, much appreciated.
It's like come to Pittsburgh.
I love Excalibur so much. I love Excalibur, and that's like
that's a nickname for his penis.
And like Claremont,
Excalibur's where I fell in love with Alan Davis.
Yeah, it's And Claremont's kind of hit or miss with me. There are times where I read Claremont and I'm like, oh my God, shut up.
He's very wordy.
Very wordy, and his characters say things that nobody says. Yeah. Nobody says flamin'. Nobody says bub. I don't care if you call your kid bub. I don't care. Nobody
but his documentary,
I do call my kid bub.
Right, but nobody says that in real life. Nobody says flamin'. He's just like, just nobody says it.
Just for you, Mikey, I'm going to start.
Start saying flamin'. You know. And like
flaming upset.
We're gonna give Chris Claremont the Beast
But Claremont
and Reed Richards having a conversation.
His contributions are like unprecedented. Like that's that. Like
I used to have like I think it's a Savage Land like Magneto, or no, not Savage. It's like a Magneto cover, like on my wall as a kid with him having like a ripped fucking uniform and shit. I forgot what the poster looks like.
Well, it's like Marv Wolfman, like Crisis. If you've ever sat down and read Crisis in a trade paperback form, it is difficult.
It is.
Because he really is verbose. And because you're not supposed to read it that way. It wasn't meant to be read that way. It was meant to be read monthly. And it's always got like a bit of a recap of the prior month in case you forgot, because there's a lot of shit going on at the same. But like those guys were really, really wordy. But I would rather it take me an hour to read a comic than it take me 5 minutes. You know,
I also read the novelization of Crisis, and that was good too. Because it was written by Wolfman.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wrong. My poster was the 1991 Jim Lee X-Men Marvel Comics poster.
Oh yeah.
I had like Prophet and shit on my wall, and then I had a bunch of shit I drew myself. But
Prophet
and Supreme.
Okay, that's another guy that never grabbed me. What the hell his name was on
Union
and Moon Knight, like he was doing Moon Knight for a long time. That guy.
So Dave tried to force me to read the new X-Men shit, and it was like reading a goddamn tech manual. I just couldn't.
It's a lot. It's a lot,
but it's fun.
It is fun.
I love all the extra like little nuggets with like field reports and shit in there. I want just the field reports. Like, give me just all the field report shit. Yeah. That's all I want. Is like literally
get out of the fucking comics so we can both enjoy something.
I love that they're doing that in the Deadpool book too.
Yeah. I read that Empire.
I've never given a fuck about Deadpool. Once they cartoon him, I can't.
Yeah, he's kind of balanced out now. Now that he's ever since Marvel Now, he's become a better character.
Because like he was decent at first because he was, just Deathstroke.
Yeah.
And then of course, then they went, let's go full blown cartoon with it. And I was like, I'm done. I was cool with Slapstick, but that's because that was the whole gimmick. But
but once Slapstick was out of his brain, it was he was a better character.
I love Slapstick. I used to have the first issues.
Well, you like saying dingus a lot, so
you do.
I do say dingus.
He does say dingus.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Well, like Steve's like our little brother.
You know what I saw sitting on a shelf and I felt so sad is Walmart had all the Marvel Legends and they're sold out of all of them, but Speedball's sitting there on the shelf.
Aww.
And I'm like, I don't have a place to put you, or I would buy you. But I feel bad because I love Speedball and his character arc. I can relate to and say
you heard it right there.
Last one at some GameStop in their clearance area that's half off.
I love Speedball and I also love Pennis.
That's right.
Yeah. You love Pennis?
Pennis and Speedball.
You're like, I love doing Speedballs and I also love Pennis.
I really enjoyed that Joe Kelly
at the same time
run of Deadpool. I really dug that. Like the Joe Kelly Deadpool, and
I love the McGinnis,
and the time travel stuff. Yeah. That was so fun. And then it was
I love the Cable Deadpool series.
Yeah, that was good.
They're just like, I mean, comic companies are like everything.
And Uncanny X-Force is the best Deadpool you'll ever see.
They're like, if it's popular, they're gonna just keep putting more because they want to make money.
One of the best X-Men
and
books
and the Red Thunderbolts.
Did any of you guys get the parody books that used to come out, like X Farce?
Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah. And What the?
Yeah, What the was kind of funny,
It was Mad Magazine from Marvel.
Yeah. The I liked the Thunderbolts when it was Fight Club, Superhero Fight Club Thunderbolts. I enjoyed.
I like Thunderbolts now with Hawkeye.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, and that's what what I like is when they try new things and interesting things. I mean, there's status quo stuff all the time. There are things that Marvel does that Marvel will never stop doing. Same with DC. They do. People were complaining about, like, just on Twitter the other day. People are constantly complaining about how many Batman books there are out. That
there are a ton. There's more Wonder Woman.
But like, if they're enjoyable and they're all good, who gives a damn?
Oh no, more things that of stuff I like.
Right, like
I just want more. Give me more Ambush Bug. That's all.
Ambush Bug.
I would love Ambush Bug.
But like Detective and Batman regular, like since the new teams took over a couple of months ago, are fabulous. Like so good. Rom V is wonderful.
Yes.
The issue I have with this many Batman books is there's, call it just a static number of 10 Batman books. That's 2 more books that aren't being made for like
other
books that
characters
deserve to have books but aren't being made. So there's not a Teen Titans book currently. There should be a Titans book. I like Young Justice. That should have a book also. But instead, they're just pumping out more Batman books.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, maybe he's an easy character to write or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Absolutely.
You know, but
he's got a template.
You already know for a fact that someone's going to buy your book, regardless.
Yeah, but like the Joker, like the 2 Joker books that are out now are really, really good. Like they're really good, and people shit on the Joker too because they're tired of him or whatever. But I'm reading Batman regularly for the first time since Nightfall. I mean, that's not saying a lot because who the hell am I? But I'm just saying it brought me in, and I'm still in. You know, I know I missed a lot. I know the Snyder stuff is really good. So,
speaking of the Joker, have you guys seen the pictures of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn?
I have not. I have not.
Holy moly! I would suggest you give it a gander.
I'm excited for this musical movie.
Me too.
I don't like the
Joker. Like Todd Phillips is perfect. He's got a great mix of serious and comedy.
They have pictures of her. She's just wearing the same.
They're forcibly going with the red and blue instead of it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's okay. She's Harley Quinn. That's fine. Yeah. I don't. You know what? I this is gonna make me the outcast too. Joker did nothing for me. I didn't dig it. I didn't like it. It wasn't Joker enough, and it was too much like other things.
Because it wasn't supposed to be a fucking DC movie originally.
It was the King of Comedy remake.
Yeah, and I don't know. It just
they literally bought it. It was a totally different vibe, and they just slapped a couple things in there to say it was fucking DC. That's it.
And I sound so fanboy when I say it, but it's just not the Joker I wanted. That doesn't mean it's not good. It's like, it's just not my thing.
It was a good movie. It was not a good Joker movie.
Yeah, right, because like I said, it wasn't a fucking Joker movie.
Yeah, that's how I feel about The Dark Knight. It's a fantastic movie, but it's not a Batman movie.
The Dark Knight?
Yeah, it's a crime movie with Batman elements in it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for that. I guess it's not outlandish. I guess it's not like, cartoony. I guess.
I mean, honestly, I absolutely love the movie, but I love it more as a movie and not as a. Well,
it's the French Connection with Batman in it. Yeah, it's like it's like it's like a 70s. Well, that's actually Well, we were just talking about the Batman, right? Which is fabulous. Like by all means, it's absolutely fabulous. But I don't see myself going back to it very often. I don't see myself pop.
It was a great first experience.
Yeah, I don't see myself popping it on like Batman Returns or something. Like
So one of the action figures, somebody got one of the kids was the we got a Batman figure, and I guess the mask come off, and it's from the Batman.
Yeah.
And my kids were both like, "This isn't Batman. This looks like Robin."
Well, he's young. He's young.
Are you talking about the shit that I like with the motorcycle that I got him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The whole fucking 4-pack of figures, one of which is emo Batman with no.
Then take it back and send it to me.
That's the one. Like that's not Batman. That's Robin. Why does it look like Robin? Like, just be happy he's not sparkling.
I mean, he could be fucking Robin. They could just make him. Well, that's the rumor, right? He's fucking Robin, but
no,
they're young enough. They won't get into that.
No,
all right.
For at least another 2
years.
Give me
10 minutes currently to bitch about something.
Yes, do it.
I would love to hear you talk about something.
We don't let him,
You've
Chris.
Been making faces at Mikey.
Chris has to stop talking. That's kind of how it works.
Oh, like I'm the one? It's Mikey. All right, it's me and Mikey.
We're not going to play the blame game here, guys. We know who
I'm currently relatively pissed off at Wizards of the Coast.
Oh, yeah?
So they have decided to change their open game license. And instead of letting everyone do what they want with the system that they made, and keep in mind the system is going on, I'd say, 4 or 5 years old now. Any stuff going forward, if you try to monetize anything, this is third party trying to, this includes streaming, playing the game. So that would also includes like stuff like Critical Role.
So anything related to the game, not just the gameplay itself.
Correct.
Wow, they're going full on Lucas.
Yeah, they're making it so that anything past a certain threshold, if you have to show what you make, and they get a kick of all of the revenue.
What is the threshold?
I think 75 grand.
Like per year or ever?
Yeah, per year.
Okay, well, I mean that's a decent chunk, dude.
Yeah, but
if you're making 75 grand streaming fucking Twitch,
I'm not 100% sure 75 grand per year. It might even just be 75 grand.
Like it could just be period, and once you hit past it, yeah,
exactly. So it's really, this is the company.
I can make 75 grand playing D&D.
Yeah, it's Magic the Gathering company, so they already know they can make money off of this. But D&D is it's their second biggest property that they have, and they've seen that they can make oodles and oodles and oodles of cash off this, and they're tired of people like Paizo doing Pathfinder off their basically system from 10 years ago. They're tired of not getting their cash, I guess. So they're trying to hurt.
I can understand they're hurting as a business.
Yeah, I mean, it's because they're fucking up Magic, and they're like, Magic, the cash cow, and it's not producing.
Well, how many different Magic sets can we have with properties that don't belong in Magic currently?
Like
30, apparently 39 in a year? No. Yeah, like I said, I watched their stakeholder meeting, and it was very much sounded like them trying to explain their way out of a corner with we're going to make so much money on this, and we've got this we're working on, and we're going to expand the audience for this. And a lot of it just basically was please don't pull your shares and money from us because we're going to get it back.
Because somehow. It'll fucking collapse the company if you pull.
Well, I mean, look at Transformers. They're putting stuff in closed boxes with no plastic in them to save the environment and be cheaper. But the figures are getting more expensive. So, I mean,
so when it comes to the whole D&D bit of it, though, I kind of understand where they're like, hey, somebody used our system and then made way more than we did on the same shit. Can we get a piece of that? And then I'm sorry, dude, but if I can make 75 grand fucking playing D&D, I'll kick it up to whoever the fuck I need to. But also those kind of
that would be a dream career for most of the people here.
Right. That kind of thing, though, too, is it is a fucking honor system. There's no way that they know if you're not reporting it, because you have no idea what kind of back end kickbacks those guys are getting. You know what I mean?
Well, that includes stuff
back end kickbacks. It's just a fun thing to say.
Yeah.
So
front end kickflips,
crowdfunding games,
you're giving out kink ideas, guys.
Whatsoever to do with D&D, but just based off the backbone of the system.
I will say that on the other side of the coin, we've got Joe Martin, internet famous Joe Martin, who made an open source game, Lawman, and he's make as much fucking content as you want. If you can make money, great. Just show it to me. Just put my fucking name in the liner notes.
That guy still has me blocked.
This also goes
he does.
Retroactively takes out.
Hey, he has my wife unfriended too still from when he unfriended me. So.
And I have his stickers all over my iPad case.
So yeah, this also
I have
going back where it took out the D20 system as well. So if anyone's making D20 system, they have to kick the money as well.
Yeah, it's I can see like Chris said, I can see the point of it if it's $75,000, it's a lot of money, but it's also it seems like they're a lot. So I'm trying to say this tactfully. They're going back on their word a lot right now.
Yeah.
With everything. We're not going to reprint these Magic cards. This is a system anyone can use. So
I get that, but also if they're going to be struggling so much that people are wanting to pull out and collapse the company, I'm willing to give a little bit of slack to get anything out of them in the future too.
Yeah, I mean, any part Magic the Gathering is over 30% of their revenue.
Right. If they go under entirely, okay, so would you rather they go back on their shit or never see another fucking product?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think it's shitty, but I also am not currently playing Magic the Gathering, and I'm not actively playing Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm not deep in it. And I know if those two fold, that's going to affect Transformers, which I do collect. But at the same time, if the coin were flipped around, I wouldn't be able to be like, why are you telling us, fuck you, your stuff, what about us? So, yeah, I mean, I get it. It sucks. It's not, as a previous Magic the Gathering fan and someone who has played Dungeons and Dragons, I think it's still shitty business. It's not good ethics.
Right. Man.
Oh, you pissed
Dave,
off
like,
Dave.
you know what? Fuck you guys.
He was like, "We're out."
I'm moving. He's like, I'm moving next to Chris. I don't want to pee by your face. No, I agree. I agree with you, Dave. It's shitty. It's bad. It's bad business.
It's funny because,
yeah. Well, I don't think the people who have the game at heart are making these decisions lately, and that's what I'm seeing.
You mean they're running it like a business?
Yeah, it's accountants, not design.
I mean, that's the thing is, if they don't run the business, they don't make money. Like you said, they're not going to make anything more. So if you like it, shut up and take it. If you're making $75,000 or more, then pay your dues.
Exactly. Like John pays some bills. His wife's just got to just shut up and take one.
Isn't that the way it's supposed to go when you're married? I don't know.
The shit part for me is I've actually started, well, not started, but probably the latter part of last year, I started writing my own campaign, making my own kind of thing. And I was, the backbones of it was off of 5th edition. And now I've basically either got to realize that I'm going to have to kick I was going to put it on a bunch of different sites, see if I can actually make some cash off of it. Now,
yeah, but dude, do you see yourself making $75,000?
Dude, these things make tons of money. You don't
okay, but they said going forward. So if you've got evidence that you had already started it, you might fall into that fucking area.
It's blanket, dude. It's blanket.
I don't know. Verbiage on a contract is very important.
So what does this mean for Pathfinder?
Yeah,
exactly. That means that they would have to be kicking all their revenue back to Wizards of the Coast.
Dude, there's no way they can hit it back to when it was free. Like, they cannot fucking legally say, "Oh, you came under an open license, but fuck you now."
No, I would think going forward,
once they
has to be going forward. There's no
all that OGL stuff that came out.
Yeah, they literally cannot change
anything from this point forward. Yes.
Yeah,
I think they can basically say, okay, anything before, we're not going to come after you for money. But if you make money on anything going from this day forward, if you're doing your 2023 taxes and it's on there, we need a chunk of that if it's over 75,000.
Yeah, but
so now you just got to make subsidy and distribution companies.
You got to have a way to opt out of the contract, because you can't, like, if the system's already in place with any contract, they can't just make a change like that and enforce it and back.
Well, no, they could say, if fucking Pathfinder, if you release new content using this, then you have to kick up on that.
Right, but the stuff you've already released,
right? It wouldn't be on. No, it's anything going forward past the date.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can show that you were already fucking mostly, like, you've been working on it, you would fall into a fucking gray area, and they'd have to fight. They got more money than you, so they'd win.
Correct.
I mean, let's be honest. But honestly, dude, if you fucking, like, what are you gonna just not make your thing? Hell, even if they take half, you want fucking 50% of some money or 100% of not jack shit?
Man, so we never heard that before.
What I did was I had everything was based off their system. Like, I looked at balancing all of my stuff around their pre-existing content, which sucks because I was trying to do something quasi-unique, but it's done now. So
make it into the Lawman system.
So yeah, Sean wants to know if it was produced in 21-22. Can they make it paid sales for 2023? I don't know, because
it's just announced now. Because they're not gonna want to go through everyone's taxes for prior years either.
Yeah, no. I mean, the cost associated with that in itself is not worth what they would make on.
No, that's why they're like, they waited till New Year's was over, and they're like, announcing it.
I'm not sure if they're going after the little guys, mind you. I think this is them directly responding to Paizo making a whole lot of money with that.
Right. They want people who are making millions of dollars to fucking kick up the daddy.
Correct.
Yeah, that's who they're going to go after.
At least your thing, even if you fucking make a decent clip, they're probably not going to give a shit. They're just saying everybody, so that way if you want to voluntarily go, hey guys, I made fucking $100,000, they'll take it.
So look at the one that we actually were really big on, Everyday Heroes. They got really big movie studio properties in that. However, that's based on 5th edition. So that means that any of the oodles and oodles of money that they make off of that, right to Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, but they already have it fucking released.
But they have supplements that are coming out in the future that haven't been released yet, and they're all the movie property ones.
I think it really depends on when contracts are signed more than anything else.
Yeah, that also really fucking... The thing is that kind of shit might also kill a system like that because they've already laid out a shitload for those properties.
So the backlash that this is causing from not just their community, but from the gaming community as a whole is basically fuck Wizards of the Coast.
And yeah, but that's a lot of people that like have a tendency to shoot themselves in the fucking foot and go, well, we really enjoy this, but we're just going to fucking say fuck you and then stop buying it. And then it'll go out of business and won't have products.
Look at Critical Role. It's incredibly popular. And the backbones of their system is 5th edition. And if they have to kick all their revenue back to Daddy Wizards of the Coast, they're going to have to change their system, which is...
Or they're making enough money that they probably should be kicking back to somebody and fucking, they won't change it because they're making enough money. Or they'll just find a new game. It's the people that people like. It's not the fucking game system.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Both, actually.
So they'll just fucking... Yeah, but dude, nobody is like, I love Critical Role because I'm really a big fan of 5th edition. No, they're like, I like these fucking people and what they're playing.
Dude, I honestly wish that some of our games we had video of, because some of our games were fucking whacked out. Because your goal was to fuck up any DM running a game. That's your go-to move, which is why Dave won't run games anymore.
No, it's because you fucking want to infight no matter what. You want to fuck up every DM.
I don't think
I'm fighting already.
Goddamn
this
RPG
conversation right here is why I don't do stuff.
Oh.
I'm still waiting on a Star Wars game that I was told.
And in fact, I'm erasing it right now.
So Critical Role is just like a show of people playing D&D?
Like actors.
It's a professional DM.
Yeah.
Okay.
But is it scripted
put
though?
In quotations.
No, it's
reenactments of the things.
It's literally them fucking playing. And it's like actors and shit, and they're like, so they're in character or whatever. Vox Machina is literally from that.
They made a cartoon based off of their campaign.
Yeah,
but it's not associated with Wizard of the Coast or Dungeons and Dragons directly.
No, it's their own property.
All right. So, and the guy wants to tap into that money. So, all right. Well, I don't know what people are into these days.
I mean, but that's kind of another gray area, right? So if Vox Machina is based on their fucking campaign and their campaign's based in 5th edition, one could arguably say that they got to kick back on that too.
I guess it helps that they're all pretty.
I don't know that they could do that because you're not actually mimicking the gameplay in the show from what I recall.
No, it's straight out of their fucking campaign.
They actually made their own campaign book.
And they're all like models, right? They're all like attractive.
No, not at all.
Yeah, they're all attractive actors.
I mean, you got Chrissy from Growing Pains up in that bitch. There's a reference for the kids.
Wow.
My high school drama teacher's ex-husband was in an episode of Growing Pains.
Growing Pains.
What was that thing you showed me a few months ago, Chris? Where it was no, well, that would have been like yesterday. I'm talking about a few months ago. Was the Growing Pains very special episode with drugs?
Yeah, the very special episode where they go and they're like everyone at the party is doing coke and this chick is like, "Yo, I want to suck your dicks off and let's do some coke." And Mike's like, "Oh no, we can't do that." And he goes home and his buddies call and go, "We totally left the party after you did and definitely didn't get in the hot tub with the chick and do a bunch of fucking coke."
I mean,
hang him the phone.
If you have a
doing
friend
lines.
named Boner, he's gonna stay.
Yeah, he's staying. Boner's sticking around to the party.
Boner's dead.
I mean, he is dead. He killed himself. Boner did.
Well, when your name is
when
Boner,
you're called Boner your whole life, well, his name is Sylvester Stallone. Actually,
yes, that's his full name.
True. Yeah. I think I've probably watched every episode of. I had a thing for the Seaver. For
I loved
Mrs. Seaver. I thought
Maggie.
It's
my go-to fucking
Maggie. Yeah,
Maggie Seaver.
Yeah, Joanna, whatever her name is. Oh, she was
Hearns
Joanna Kearns.
Like he had a sexual awakening.
She was very attractive to me when I was a young middle schooler.
That was me with Marky Post.
Marky Post. Well, Marky Post.
I can see it. I was into the.
Now, what was it? Mullet, Marky Post, or the later episodes?
It was both, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best I can recollection here. My first sort of young guy TV crush was the Marta from like the Kids Incorporated, the brunette.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh hey, what's going on here?
Martika.
Yeah, Martika.
Now, see, for me, it was Bonnie from Knight Rider. That was the first one.
Sing the whole song.
Really?
It'll get me all riled up.
Heart to heart, left, right, left. We all fall down like toy soldiers. I could do it. I don't do it on command though. I'm not like some monkey.
You're not a monkey dancing for me.
No. Man, that one song Martika had. Yo, I'm diverging. I'm like, I drank a Monster and now my ADD is like on fire. But
I was good with Kids Incorporated. That was a good jam.
I watched Kids Incorporated. I did. I watched Kids Incorporated. I did.
And the Bloodhound Gang covered the theme song.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah, their first album.
That's awesome.
Now, do you guys remember the Bloodhound Gang though? Not the band.
Yeah.
You might have been. I might have been. This might be where my age is showing. There was a show called 3-2-1 Contact. It was.
I love 3-2-1 Contact.
Yeah, whenever there's trouble with there in the double.
I love that theme song too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Dave's ruining me. What's wrong, David? What is it?
They keep showing. Like I've got this one thing. It's nothing but 80s shows the theme songs for them, and they did the 3-2-1 Contact. Holy shit! It was like
what thing is that?
Contact answer is the reason. Yeah.
Damn it, Dave! I want that thing, whatever that is.
And what's fun is if you watch
put it in the chat.
That's all brand new television in Australia.
Is he frozen?
Number one new show.
Oh, I thought he was glaring at you. He was frozen. Okay.
Miami Vice, number one new show.
I thought he was just like, but he was at.
Go the way.
As we speak.
I thought, man, Chris, you are fucked. Like he's gonna actually come to America just to smack you in the back of the head. Like
I take it. I'm trying to get him riled up and
wouldn't be the first time, man.
Start shit.
Yeah, you will. I do. I mean, there is a part of me that wants to see you guys like honey wrestle. Like I want to see it.
I'll do it.
Like I just want to see it.
Man.
Do they? Yeah,
Chris wants to do it in KY, so
Adam hadn't thought about it until now, and now he's like, you know what? Okay,
I'll do ringside announcements.
Honey wrestling. That's
I'll
the
be
next.
the MC.
Hey, it's Andrea. Thank you very much. What's up, doll?
But here's a test. Say Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Thank you.
Ahsoka Tano.
Thank you.
So Dave's going to come back to the U.S. to put me in the ground.
Is that what she's called in like the adult parody? Is she called Ass Soaker?
Ass Soaker.
I'm never gonna fucking see that man in person again. He's just gonna be at my funeral.
Hey man, he's in the promised land, so let's give him a break. He's accomplished what we all want to, except for shipping costs.
The Golden Coast.
Other than that, he's in the promised land. So
he gets to pay 3 times as much for everything.
No,
75
but I mean,
for a fucking GI Joe figure.
Is it really not 75
3 times? It's the equivalent of. Oh yeah, they're stupid expensive.
They also tell me you can't have sugar.
60 cents to the American dollar.
Yeah, but do you make more? Does it balance out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like they actually have a livable wage here.
Yeah, so I mean, it's okay. So it doesn't really matter. It's more for us. We go, but he's like a billionaire. So in U.S. dollars,
well, he likes to feel really fancy, so he converts it all to fucking yen.
And he's not in the part of Australia, he's not in the part of Australia that gets like the mouse infestations or anything like that. Like he's good. He's in like the good.
I don't live in Spiderland.
Right, you don't have to like fight off alligators.
You're not in the outback guy.
No, I don't
the
go
Razorbacks.
Razorbacks.
Hey, I'm gonna go put the kids to bed. So
okay,
I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey,
I'm gonna go say goodnight to my kids.
Do it.
So I'll talk to you guys later.
Give him a high five from Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Give him a low five.
Uncle Mike sends his regards.
Yeah, I believe like the minimum wage here might be $22.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That equates to about $15 American.
Is Chris frozen or is he just staring at us? Okay,
I'm just judging
That
you
was
all.
Unfazed.
I gotta have somebody like we have to have your wife just kind of occasionally poke you with a stick just to make sure they.
Here's
It's
something.
just like, boink. Oh my god, you know what I'm getting into, and I can't. I'll get thrown out of the house. But I'm
BDSM.
No, they're putting out 50th anniversary edition Migos that look like the old school Migos, and I got
you're
a
fucked, buddy.
I got a
they've been
Superman
around
coming.
for a couple of years.
You got to
now.
start lying to your wife.
I have a
man.
You
gourd.
already had those.
Migo
Most
was
guys
like
middle-aged,
my thing when I
you know,
was a kid.
midlife crisis. Let me buy a sports car. Or,
No.
you
I
know,
don't have
But
that.
do
the
it
thing
wrong
is,
porn
it's
star.
harder.
No,
Like it's
no,
harder
John,
to
you're
fucking find a
absolutely
sports
wrong.
car.
That was boomers.
Yes.
Boomers could buy sports cars. See,
We can't
Or
afford
houses.
it.
millennials or Gen Xennials or whatever the fuck they want to call us, we buy toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We buy any
Already a
bit
big
of
documented thing.
that we can get our hands on.
Well, that's why you guys are talking about BotCon. Can you imagine the smell of that place? I hope you're bringing some kind of
TFCon.
something.
BotCon is a different one. We might be
Yeah,
there too.
still though. I mean, I hope you're bringing some kind of like that stuff that coroners use underneath their nose and stuff, because that place is going to stink. Like it's going to be right, like 40-year-old Transformer fans.
Dude, there's no way it's going to be as packed as fucking MegaCon, the armpit of fucking Florida.
I want to make you a bingo card, and I want you guys to play
Do it.
TFCon bingo.
Do it.
And like the
We'll
first
do
time,
it.
yes,
Yeah.
the first time somebody mentioned
Shit,
bingo.
you know what? We can fucking stream it.
Oh,
We'll stream the whole experience.
I mean, we're going to be recording it probably.
Yeah.
This is just me trying to cover up for the fact that I'm jealous.
You should come.
Brisbane is the
Just
wrong
be
part
one
of
of our
Australia.
hangers on.
Wait, what
Yeah.
was that? What was that? Dave just said something.
Yeah, Brisbane is the wrong part of Australia to go to.
Is it?
It's too far north, too close to the equator. You want to go to Melbourne.
Yeah. Hey,
So,
well,
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
So Mikey, if
Melbourne.
Swift's going to be there, I did tell them that we're going to have a documentary going while we're there.
Yeah, you
Just
want to hold the
upload
camera?
fucking camera, boom. Just fly with him on his travel allowance.
Yeah.
Travel allowance.
I
So
told him
it's
he's
one
gonna need
weekend.
travel.
One weekend. They're going to cover travel. Yeah.
Where is it? It's in Orlando.
In
Yeah.
Orlando. Mm-hmm.
In when? October.
October 20th through 22nd. So really nice fucking time to be there.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's a place to get COVID, it's going to be a Transformers convention.
No,
Come on.
dude.
Yes.
It's not, there's
These
no
guys
fucking
are always
way
in their
to do that.
basement.
Actually,
They're
you
not
know
going to
what?
have COVID.
Actually, that might be true. They never leave their houses. So
Yeah.
that might be,
Yeah.
that might be it.
Plus,
That
what
might
you
you
know,
just had
They're
was
too
worse
busy
than COVID.
fucking customizing
It was pretty shitty.
fucking Transformers. That's why Swit's a hero there.
Actually, well, I mean, he doesn't really like. They're really.
He does a really good
They're
job.
really good.
But I'm saying, like, that's what they're into. He was saying most of the people at that con. He did a
Probably have
panel
a much
for
better
them
chance
in
of catching
2020,
mono.
but they fucking went virtual.
Sean's
So
brother
Sean-
lives in Brisbane.
Oh, do you know him, Dave?
Australia's
you know
like
Sean's brother.
Australia's like the size of Delaware, right? Like it's
Like a
small.
mile.
Right.
Right.
No, it's
Yeah.
like really, really tiny.
It is tiny. So how like so my dream thing, like, and this is what you jerks should be working on, because
That's Mikey's documentary, My Dream
my
Thing.
50th birthday is kind of my dream thing.
Yeah,
My
it's
50th birthday is in 6 months, about 5 months. And I really, and Cheryl won't do this because she has no interest in it. I
Oral.
really want to go to Hobbiton. I really do. I want to
Then
go to
let's do that.
Hobbiton in
Look,
New
we were
Zealand.
talking about coming to visit you.
I don't
and
have
then
a
you
passport.
quickly,
I don't
you
either.
quickly uninvited me from your 50th birthday.
I didn't uninvite you. I just don't know what we're doing. Like it's
You were like,
you
"Oh,
show up
fuck
to
you!
an
You
empty
can't
house.
come over to my house." My wife would never allow that.
Well, we'd have to
Mikey's
get
not
you a
allowed to
shock
have real
collar or
friends.
something. I'd have to get you a radio controlled shock collar for like certain comments. Psst, you know, like when you're like, "Well, I." Psst. I
Like,
don't
speaking of teenagers,
No, but you know what? I told her. I said she's like, so you know, she was asking about what you guys are like, and you're basically what's his name, Mazukis. You're basically him. Like you're
Jason
him.
Mantzoukas.
Yeah, you're basically Jason Mantzoukas. but without the dough. That's all. Like,
see, I compared him to Chris D'Elia actually doing.
You don't know what kind of dough I have.
I don't, but I'm sure it's not Jason Mantzoukas.
I could have Mantzoukas money.
You could, but you don't. Like none of us do. Like,
it's funny. I just started watching Big Mouth.
It's so good.
It is.
Big Mouth is so good.
Honestly, I couldn't get into it. I just couldn't get into it.
I haven't seen the latest, the most recent season, which I think is the last season. I haven't seen.
I'm still on season 1, so.
Oh, it's so good. But he's just the same person in everything he does. Jason Mantzoukas.
He's really good on the how did this get made podcast.
Yeah, they're because he's kind of dialed down a little.
Yeah, he actually shows his like cinephile side.
Yeah, he's super smart. So yeah, like we're all. I've told everybody like, we're all archetypes. We all fit a certain category here. So I was preparing her for the inevitability that at some point or another, one or more of you may just show up at my house. Yeah. And like
Mikey has us as role playing characters.
That's right. I do.
I'm the sex appeal.
We could do that role playing game TV show thing. We're just not attractive. That's all. Like no.
Speak for yourself.
Well,
Mikey, you got your own harem, man. I don't know.
Buddy,
and Mikey has the whole hair flip thing.
Yeah, at least me, Mikey,
it's
and
out
Adam
of control.
Totally fuckable.
It's out of control.
Adams, there is a show on Netflix called Close Enough. It's by the creator of Regular Show. Super hilarious show. Mantzoukas is one of the cast members on that.
Okay, I'll look that up. I loved Regular Show.
Yeah,
never
Close
saw
Enough. It's
no,
Regular Show for adults.
You're ruining the whole thing.
There was, I will say
you
this.
Look really fucking weird without that. No, you can't do that to us.
Without my glasses?
Oh my God, yes. Put those on. You're fucking terrible looking.
Why? Did you get to see how blue my eyes are?
It's not the blue eyes, it's the weird face.
Oh God, he's back.
Holy shit.
Reverse Superman.
The Superman thing works. The Superman thing works. It's like
honestly.
Yeah, I have no idea who you are right now.
Who is that guy?
Here's the thing, with the glasses on, I'd probably fuck you.
That?
Can't do it.
It's just all pale. That's all. That's
probably why you got to work so hard to get laid. You take them off at night, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, without
that's what it is. She's like, dude.
Oh God, no.
Oh Jesus, put the glasses on.
Christ.
This fucking guy again.
Yeah, the glasses make.
But if I'm gonna fuck you, I gotta take my glasses off, or shit isn't gonna happen, right, Mikey?
That's right. Well, I mean, I can see without them. I just can't see far without them.
You're like, I prefer smudgy bits.
That's right.
You've got mole vision as well. That's good.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Like I can see, I mean, I could see, and I get a headache after a while, but I have to wear the glasses for my Oculus.
Am I the only one here that doesn't have like ass eyes going on?
What the fuck are you talking about? You totally have ass eyes going on. You just won't wear glasses.
You just won't do anything about it.
I had it when I was on that fucking medication.
Do you wear contacts, Adam, or are you just going without? Right? Okay, you do. Okay.
I wear contacts and glasses.
I can't touch my own eyeballs, so I can never do.
Yeah, you'll never get me in glasses.
I tried to do contacts, and same. Okay, I just couldn't touch my.
I can fucking poke my eye all day. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, you monster!
Oh God damn you, Adam!
It's because he's a robot.
Nobody asked the robot.
I'm gonna hurl all over the computer. Like it's
just wait till I squirt milk out of my eye. I can do that too.
Oh man.
That's the only place you can squirt milk out of.
I wore
he does a good cream pie.
That's how I paid for college.
I wore like full ocular contacts for a play I did once, and
those are terrible.
They hurt so much.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Your like whole eye,
the half eye.
Like what? Is it not how contact is?
No.
I don't know. Contact is just
contact just sticks to your retina.
Got it. I've never had to wear any of those because I have fucking working parts.
That's what I hear.
That's right.
Yeah, the full contacts, you have to like put them on a little stand, and it's horrible.
Yeah, they use a little suction cup to put it. Like one person goes like this, and the other person. And
why would people do that to themselves? I don't get it.
Well, I did it because I played Puck in Midsummer Night's Dream, and they wanted the opening to be really creepy and super cool. So they used a black light, and my eyes glowed in the black light, and it was kind of cool. But they, so I only wore them for like the opening and the closing. But they hurt. They hurt so much. But I also walked in fake hooves that they made out pair of like Adidas sneakers with wood blocks drilled into them, and it hurt so much. I was a fat puck. It was fun. Yeah. So
like Marvel's puck.
That's
When
right.
people call me a
I
fat
kind of look
puck,
like
it
it was
sounds
more like.
completely different.
What's that?
When people call me a fat puck, it's totally different.
Oh, you fat puck.
No, that's an F, man. That's not another P. It's a.
Well, it's usually other fat people, so it sounds like a B.
Yeah, they're mean. They're people are mean. We don't have to be mean to each other. We love each other. We're here to support and yeah.
At least none of you guys
lift
are like
and separate.
But they're
like
not doing
fat mouth
50th
enough
anniversary.
to
I'm
do
back
that
to the
weird
me.
beat.
My brain synapses are on fire. I'm back to the Mego thing. They're not doing the Marvel ones, just the DC one. So I can't get Amigo Spider-Man. I want an Amigo Spider-Man like I had when I was a kid. I had Spider-Man, Captain America, and Falcon.
So a little outfit for one of the DC ones.
I should. Yeah. I mean, you could get them on eBay if you want to spend that much money on an old.
Well, you might as well because you like to do that. Just hide it from your wife better.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't even matter anymore.
Tell her you're buying porn.
Yeah. Like I'm getting hookers. That's where the money went.
Yeah.
I got a coke habit, babe.
No, but I got her into the Oculus. She's playing Beat Saber now. She enjoys it.
Really?
So kind of cool. Yeah,
All
Beat
right.
Saber's fun, man. Beat
That's
Saber's
a good gateway drug into nerd shit.
Beat Saber's and she's better at Beat Saber than I am because I can't go past
I would
easy.
hope. Well, but you've been beating your saber though for years.
It's
See,
the
I
crouching
never,
and moving,
never
isn't
took it off.
It's the two hands. That's what it is. You're not used to doing
No,
two
it's
arms as much as she is.
you know,
Oh my god!
It's the
more they
crouching
come
and
at-
moving.
The faster they come at me, the more I'm just like, this is too much. You know,
Right? You're like, they don't run this fast at the bus station.
What is it? Why are these blocks coming at my head? What am I supposed to do?
Why can't I give him coffee with stuff in it?
Yeah, Cheryl, they're moving too fast. But she's like, oh, I'm playing Expert Plus. She's like, she's not on Expert Plus. But she's like really good at Beat Saber. She's really good at Beat. Zoe doesn't dig it, man. She doesn't like the.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't like the. You put. I mean, she likes to put on the goggles for a second and say hi to Quill, the little mouse in the game I'm playing. Like she's like, oh, cute, and she'll like high five her with the control, and then she's like, all right, good, and then she goes on about her business. You know, it's just like too much. And
Lindsay plays video games, but I don't think she'd get in the Oculus. Like she likes Modern Warfare and fucking.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Dude,
your wife? That's your wife?
Yeah, yeah.
She's a killing machine.
She loves
shit
Modern
talking
Warfare.
13-year-olds.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, she's like, go cry to your mom. You know,
Nah. She mutes all that shit.
You know who strapped it on and fucked your mother?
Me.
She's like swatting people.
She YouTube's like a bitch though.
She's calling the cops on 12-year-olds. She's just like, yeah, he's selling drugs out of his kitchen. Go get him. You know,
swatting little kids.
Yeah,
why
why'd
not?
you do that to me?
You shot my dad.
She's doing the whole Leroy Jenkins thing. Is she's just like, you know,
you know what?
Jenkins.
If she ever does, I promise to video it and share it here on the podcast.
What game is it? Is that Warcraft or something?
Yeah, it was World of Warcraft.
Yeah, which I'm back to playing.
Again, really? I thought you broke free of that shit, man.
I did for years. I
never
kept
got
buying
into it.
expansions though.
Now that I know that Henry Cavill plays, I want to play that. Henry Cavill's my man crush. He's a good looking.
He already fucking. That's how he learned. He got like.
Yeah, the Superman role. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to. He missed the call.
Yeah, he missed the call because he was playing. World of Warcraft.
He's like, fuck them.
Yeah.
I got to kill this boss. All right, let's call him back.
When you're on a raid, you can't. Just
I like that dude, man. I don't know. I like the dude, and I feel badly for him because he goes like he gets sort of like bombarded online, and like he'll actually go online and he'll be like, listen, like when he started dating somebody, he was like, listen, could you just leave me alone? Like just but and that was just me, and I was like, okay, well, fine, I'll leave you alone. But,
I'm very much.
I think he just wanted you to send him selfies.
Yeah,
I'm very much looking forward to what's going to happen with Warhammer in the next couple of years.
Like the movie. Now, Warhammer is Warhammer just World of Warcraft in the future? Is that all?
Anything to do with World of Warcraft?
No, there's a lot of
there's
lore
Warhammer,
to it.
and then there's Warhammer 40K,
which is what he's going to be making the movies on.
Okay. There's a lot of cool lore in 40K.
Now, what explain 40K? Give me like a summary of what that's about.
Warhammer in the future.
A summary. Give me a paragraph here, guys.
Here's the thing, man. I would love to see like a rift
read the Quran and then turn it Catholic.
Warhammer
and then
40K
put
is
guns
like
in their hands.
Warhammer 40K.
Okay, that actually works. I can picture that.
It's like Dune on steroids. It's like Dune that's just like jacked up on
it's not just Dune, it's Dune plus Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had a baby.
And like the last 20
So it's like Dune
Grendel.
if it was made by Quentin Tarantino? Is that
with a lot of religion?
Yeah, like the last 20-something issues of Grendel, where it was like this religious military.
It's very, very heavy metal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
2000 AD.
That's a really good way to.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very, very heavy metal.
I didn't see that Chris was using his phone. I thought he was just kind of like playing with his junk.
He was just like daedalin.
I thought you were like, well, you have an interesting style about you. I don't.
He uses his thumbs.
Yeah, but you're like
he has to use tongs because he can't touch it.
Yeah, you're like playing it like a little Game Boy. Is that what it's called? The Game
Ocarina.
The Game Boy.
Play me the song of the wind.
The ocarina. The ocarina. I can't get Skyrim. You said to get Skyrim for the ocarina. I can't seem to. It's not offered through them. Is there a different way to go about getting it, or? Not to mention, I know because I keep bringing.
Doesn't the Oculus connect to the Steam store?
Is that what it is? You got to go through Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's advanced for me. If I can't like press button get game, like I can't,
Why don't you see if you can find a way to connect it to Steam?
Why don't you quit ordering me around, Australia? Okay. Damn. He's getting all. I live in the promised land with me. All right, I'll try.
With Fury Road.
Skyrim is dragons, right?
Yeah. There's also Fallout, which is future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Fallout.
you might like more.
What's the one? What's the one that all the kids play with the clinker, the clank thing?
Ratchet and Clank?
No, there's a robot. He's like a square robot, and he's.
Was it Roblox?
It's like cell shaded and
Borderlands.
Yes,
I love Borderlands.
Yes,
Borderlands 2 VR is cool.
I've never played it. In fact, I don't. I own like the Handsome Jack thing.
Isn't Borderlands on the Game Pass, Dave?
First two, and I have the Tiny Tinas, and I've never played any of them.
You don't have Tiny Tinas. Stop it. They're voluptuous and big.
I actually bought that specifically because these two fucking assholes were like, "Get it," and then I did, and then I never played it.
That's like every other game on your shelf. You've got games that are 5 years old that are still in the cellophane wrap.
For one day, I played Saints Row. I loved it, and then I stopped playing because I've got clinical depression and I don't enjoy anything.
Well,
that can happen.
Have you tried it high?
No, bring over your baby Yoda.
Gotta have it on weed, bro.
Bring me over that Mr. Nasty.
Okay.
Oh man, all this.
Here, I'm going to.
We'll sit back and play video games all day, bro.
Why not?
I missed that. What'd you say
about the work? But
David is
I'm
speaking.
going to spend the afternoon creating fake wrestlers.
Okay, fun.
Yeah, I gotta go ahead and get that.
Do a fake wrestler based on my do one based on my web strip.
That's only on PlayStation.
I'll fucking make a Mikey one.
El Phantasma, my web strip that I started and never I finished the
No, I'll just make you.
I don't want to be a wrestler.
You're gonna be a down south wrestler.
I don't want to do that. I'm
gonna have like some country jangling intro music.
I'm so disappointed. I put up that video for you guys of me making bean cake, and you couldn't hear my wonderful Leslie Jordan impersonation because the sound didn't come through.
Well, do it for us now.
It was great. Yeah. What should I say? What do you want me to say? I don't
sing Toy Soldiers.
No, that's Martika, not Leslie Jordan.
Do it as Leslie Jordan.
Well, I downloaded this new game, Borderlands, and I can't seem to get anything working. I don't know if
that's amazing.
That is amazing.
I don't know if I'm supposed to plug something in or what I'm supposed to do, but this is bullshit. Okay, so anyway,
I
do Leslie Jordan for everything. I put Zoe to bed as Leslie Jordan. I'm like, Zoe, it's time for bed, honey. You got to get up there. Like I send her. Yeah, it's fun.
I think we need a new bit for this.
Nobody actually, this is funny because they don't really know what I sound like. I've been with Cheryl for years and she has no idea. She thinks I'm British. I go upstairs and I'm like, wow, I had a fantastic time You know, those lads are. That's why I call you lads, because I don't want to.
The fancy lads.
You know, no. She's like, who are we with tonight? Who are we with Michael, or are we with one of your other personalities? Which one is it? I don't.
It's always an adventure.
It is an adventure, man. You got to keep it exciting. You do.
Well, gentlemen, I have to go make some lunch.
Yeah, I have to. Well,
all right, WWE 2K.
I'm not going to say make some lunch because I have to go to the bathroom, so we're not going to do that. But
all right,
I love you boys. I'm not even going to say I love ya like girls do when they want you to kind of understand that they don't really.
Yeah, he's giving us a hard
you're just friend zoning us.
Yeah,
we're getting a hard you.
I'm not seeing this shit as free. I'm seeing it as 70.
Now I know what I could do to get Chris to shut up. I could just take the glass.
Oh.
I look like my mom. I look like my mom.
You're a fucking monster. You're a swamp monster.
He goes from Mikey to Karen. It's crazy.
It goes from Mikey to Kraken.
Like it's not that bad. You know, it's just
No.
You.
Yeah, if you don't see the facial hair, you're just
a lady. I'm just a lady.
Yeah,
I'm just
you're an old librarian from an elementary school.
Like, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the Lesbian Librarian.
No, I'm sorry. We don't have Ulysses by James Joyce because that's trash. All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna go and what is it? 9 o'clock. I'm gonna eat something before the ticker, the diabetes ticker says I can't.
Yeah.
All right.
My blood was like 121 on the day after Thanksgiving or something.
Nice. Go for the record, man. You should pull a Randall and see what happens.
Randall.
You guys can't touch my record.
What?
No,
mine
he's
was
like 700 and something.
Mine was like 245.
880. I was 880 in the hospital, but I also have like a 14 or 15 A1C.
So you are a cookie. That's you're a cookie.
Oh, I'm so sweet.
No.
Hey, all the ladies do like the taste of my stuff though. My you know.
And he doesn't have to drink pineapple juice.
That's right.
Blood type is Hawaiian Punch.
God, the Hawaiian Punch we used to go through. Right. Jesus Christ.
On that note, Punchy. On that note, how about a Hawaiian Punch? All right, gentlemen. Okay, I'm going off again. Good night.
Love you, Mikey.
Love you. See you guys.
So yeah.